Yo, yo. That didn't work. Connect streaming. Should be streaming. There it goes. Why didn't it give me the thumbnail last time? All right. Crypto crackhead. We're not crypto moon boys. We're cryptilians and crypto crackheads. What's happening, everybody? Daniel Plummer. Dan, I hope you can appreciate when I make references to the 14-hour-a-day working plumber version of trading. I might have only said that on Patreon private videos, but I use that reference a lot in regards to perhaps a trading style, a version of trading that would require much less active screen time. Because I know the supply of plumbers, at least in the United States, is way too low for the demand. And y'all are like a month or like 3 months backed up. So y'all are working probably long, long hours, especially if you're a small business owner. Even if you're not, you're probably working long hours. Gold leader, 100 by June. Yeah, I think Trias could easily. Yeah. Listen, if Trias does what MTV recently did, it's going to be like at $300 by June. It's not really that aggressive in ROI. I know it sounds like a big dollar number. It's not that much. It really isn't from the current price. Like Trias is not. That's not that high. It isn't. Watch. Look. Watch. If Trias from this line, or no, let's take it from this line. Does what MTV just did. And MTV did this in like 40 days. Yes, by June it could be $330 if it does what MTV did. MTV did 4,600%. So yes, it absolutely could happen. So honestly, $100 isn't that big of a deal. I think people are just saying that, and so Veracity went over 1,000 times its all-time high, and so from all-time high, 1,000% from all-time high is $100. Yeah, and let's see how quickly Veracity did that. Ugh, I need to delete all this crap. There we go. That looks better. Look. $56 days, 37 3,800% above all-time high. And how, wait, shit, 50, was it 56 days? $3,856 days. Yeah, I'm telling you, $100 is no big deal by June. I probably will go higher, assuming Ethereum doesn't take a poop. So all-time high, 3,600, 56 days, 224. So yeah, maybe 300 is a little high, but yeah, it could pass $200 by June easily, by late June. Yeah, I bet it has over a 50% chance. I would say like 60% chance to hit $100 by June. This is a super low CoinCirc coin. Yeah. Yeah, it could hit $100 by June. Not good, but I think it's actually probable. Show it now. The ducks are. I live on an acre right now. It's dark and rainy and wet. It's cold. It's like 50 degrees out and wet. Yeah, try us on a breakout. So there's really no technical analysis necessarily. I mean, you could try fibs, all that stuff, but it's just a guessing game. And really, you're going to be able to see it on the 4-hour. Trias is not going to slow down until there are minimum 3 strikes of divergence on the 4-hour. This could be brewing up to be the second one, so maybe it goes up to here. Actually, let's just do this. Second, third, fourth. We're at $46 on the daily. No divergence whatsoever. It came up to the same height. So this next run, going up to $30, could bring its first strike of divergence on the daily. How many strikes of daily divergent did Veracity get? Which is why I was saying I would sell it. Yeah, look what Veracity was doing. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was a big one. Man, it would have been so good to wait till it. So honestly, here's a good play. This is kind of foolproof, but it doesn't. You don't always get this good of an opportunity to sell things. When a coin goes on a big long run for a while, watching its daily, if it happens to make a new high, regardless of it being in the bullish control zone, if you can see a coin make a just barely squeak out a new high as it is under the moving average on the daily, 100 bagging it would be a winning strategy. As long as you are nimble and you realize what could happen is this, it could spring through. But if you see it come up here and that next day starts printing red and it comes down, a good like 3%, yeah, that's a pretty foolproof, but you usually don't get that sweet of an opportunity. That's kind of rare. That was a perfect chance. That was like as perfect could get. Ooh, Veracity might not be done correcting. Interesting. I mean, it's probably going to go sideways for 70-something days, so. Yeah, it might take till mid-June. I might have to turn on some music for myself, folks. And I'm not going to do a 2-hour live stream like I did last time. Yeah, it hit its gray line, so might only have to hit it 3 times once, so twice, 3 times. No, this could start getting confidence in late May, so maybe it won't take that long. I really don't anticipate Veracity breaking through that since it did this so perfectly. Because I think BPRO, the way BPRO fell through, it didn't ping off at once. It just fell right through. Yeah, see that? So when things fall right through, it usually does it on its first attempt. And I think co-vesting did the same thing. It fell through right as it, yeah, it never pinged off of it. So yeah, Veracity is probably pretty safe, but and you can probably make a lot of money buying and selling those ranges. Let me see what you guys are saying over here. Yeah, not Veracity. Trias is small enough of a coin where, you know, as a group, you could easily pump that. It wouldn't be that hard. And you wouldn't have to keep pumping it. Once you got it like on a top gainers list, YouTubers would start talking about it. And that's literally, that's what I did with BPRO. I formed a group of like 15, 20 people. And, you know, I used I think I had like 32,000 bucks of tone at that time because I bought 4K during the bear market and at 8X. So I think I had exactly 32. And I just kept throwing like $1,000 at it every 30 minutes or so. And then I did that for several hours and let things fly. And then the next day, we saved about 40% of our money to keep it on the top gainers list 2 days in a row, which we did. It got up to number 6 on the second day. And that's all we wanted to do because we knew it had the right pumponomics because I planned it. I said, guys, this coin has the best pumponomics I've been able to find. Let's do it. And that's what we did. So, I mean, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying you should do it. However, I'm telling a story of what I did. And, you know, I even went on Reddit channels. So, like, I went on altcoin gems, and I did it until I got banned. I got banned from, like, 5 channels. I did. Like, and a lot of people have come back at me. I think even a house member, several VIPs said, I found your channel because you posted on Reddit. Or I found BPRO because you posted on altcoin gems or whatever. And yeah, I just went to work really trying to get it out there. And then once I saw that first YouTuber with like 1,500 subs, I said, yes, we did it. And then another one with 8,000 subs got it. Then another one with 14,000 subs. And it just kept going. And then you know, like 3 weeks later, then freaking Crypto R Us, George talked about it. And his viewers made BPRO pump faster than it should have. It was about 2 weeks ahead of schedule, but that's all you got to do. You just got to get on the top gainers list 2 days in a row. It's not that, and with that small of a cap, it wouldn't take that many people with $1,000 to do it. So yeah, if you wanted to hit 200 by June, it's not that hard. But you all have to be in it together to not market sell. And I was the one creating, so I actually sacrificed a couple thousand of my dollars to create liquidity. I'm the one who created liquidity up to 4.3 cents, by the way. Or no, I only did it up to 4.1. I did it up to that trend line. So I created orders of BPRO, like literally every 0.00, you know, very small increments. Not every, you know, like not every tenth of a penny, but every like thousandth of a penny, like 4 decimals in. I created orders of like $1.75 all the way up, and I spent hours doing it. And now people told me about AllTrading. I could have done it instantly. But yeah, it's really not. But you have to create the liquidity up because the price won't go up, and people's bots won't buy it if there are no sell orders. But it doesn't depend. The bots don't read how big the sell orders are per se. They just need to see a bunch of sell orders above because about 60% of trading volume are bots. So you have to get the bots to buy it. And then you got to get on the top gainers list to get people to buy it. Yeah, I had it all planned and it worked. I'm actually kind of surprised it worked. I was sweating it too because, you know, I had my friends in it because they were starting to see crypto get hot. And even though I'd been telling all my friends on Facebook, you need to buy Bitcoin, it's $5,000. It just came down to 14. You like, seriously, like taking out of a 401k is not a bad idea, you know, or for me personally. And I did. I took several $1,000s out of my 401k to buy Bitcoin around about 50 at 5,100 or something, 5,100. And it was on the way down. It actually went to $1,000 lower, but I didn't care. I believed in Bitcoin and I knew it was a great deal. And so all those people who never listened to me during 2018, 2019, 2020. It's probably a good thing no one listed at 2018. That would have been a bad choice. But 2019, 2020, those people finally kind of started seeing things in February. And a couple of times I thought, oh shit, this is going to fall flat on its face. But it didn't. Because none of us market sold. We just kept, and I let them know, hey guys, as it dipped down to the 2-hour 89 EMA, we even planned like floors. We put in a bunch of buy orders so it couldn't go lower. So I'll show you actually exactly where we did it. It was several times. One time it dipped below just a little bit. Like, oh shit, it went through our floor. It was right. We made a wall at the 2-hour 89 because that's what most crypto does anyway. After a decent sized run. Yeah, right here. We put a wall right there because we just projected, okay, so it's starting to come down. I already knew the trick of to our RSI. And I saw this coming. I said, okay, guys, it's going to be about right here, which aligns roughly with this horizontal. It'll probably pass the horizontal, so let's put in a wall at 0.004. And we put in a bunch of buy orders. Actually, not even that low. We did it like, right? We did it at this horizontal with this wick here. So if you want to zoom in real good, we started putting the buy orders right there at the, come on, guy, at this wick here. And where it lines with that candle body, that candle, that candle body, down to where we projected, or I projected. I was kind of like, none of those guys knew anything about trading. And they just said, okay, we'll do it. And it worked out for them pretty well in hindsight. But because they got about, most of them about 15x. The ones who started the bump with me got 20x with me. But yeah, I mean, you can also create the floors once you see it starting to correct, because you don't want to pump it much past like here. Actually, no, we kept it. So this is when we were sleeping probably. And then we pumped it about right here past this high, and then we just let it rip. But yeah, like this candle was us. And I planned it exactly as it was breaking out here. So I was trying to convince them, guys, I think this is getting ready to break out. I think it's getting ready to break out. We started buying it there. And then I think we just let it rip here. We were done buying at this point. And then obviously that's why it, started going like this. And then when we woke up, we started throwing more money at it, and then we let it rip above here, and then we just let it fly from there. So you don't have to keep buying all the way up. You just kind of have to keep it going. Once it does this, you got to get past that horizontal. It's not hard to pump coins. You can't have that big of a group doing it. Or you have to be part of the same community. So those are all people I knew personally. So it wasn't like, the Reddit, what do you call it? GameStop, where no one really knew each other, right? It got out of hand, too big, too fast type of deal. So anyway, but you can do that to any cap. I don't know, probably anything under 15 million. You can probably do it with like 20 people. It's not that hard. Y'all don't even need a lot of money. You don't need $32,000 a tone and sell 1 million tone. I think I sold 900,000 of them to do it. But I just did it to get it going so I could get more people to get in on it, so they would believe me, like, hey, we're up. And so, but anyway. Rose. Okay, this is the second time somebody said ace. I will do that first, because I'll get our common coins here in a second. Mostly. So for YouTube Live, though, I got to stop giving out all the goods. This looks exactly like Dash. Watch. Why don't... Oh, here. Watch. Oh, bastard. But it looks like Dash on the week. Watch. So that was the two. So that's a new coin. Look. See that? Look at that. And then go back to ace, which I'll have to flip it to the 2 hour, it looks like. Watch. Isn't that crazy? Look, it's the exact same thing. That is crazy. And that is nuts. That's like identical. Wow, what is this? This has to be a, this has got to be a monetary coin. Oh, it's like idea. Talent. Oh no, it's not like idea. Talent man. Oh, so this is like Indeed on blockchain. Tennis. That's a hyper niche. Interesting. I've actually, in my recruiting time, I've actually talked to one or two people who they did this for college football. They essentially matched top high school football players with coaches who would essentially be the employer, saying, you know, like an employer says, I need, you know, a JavaScript engineer, or I need a plant manager over this, you know, this metal fabrication plant. An employer saying what they need. But football coaches would go to this company and say, I need a fullback who is at least, you know, 6 foot, can run the 40 in this time, weighs this much. Like they would, you know, pick their candidate. And then out of all the parents who are paying like $3,000 to send their kids' info to this company to get essentially try to match with a college for D1 football, that kind of looks what this is on blockchain. So this is a real type of business. That's interesting. I mean, I would like to see why it needs blockchain, though, because this type of stuff works perfectly fine without blockchain, to my knowledge, but I don't have much knowledge on it. So I thought the same about gambling, but then when I read, you know, like about BPro and how, and honestly, BPro's, or no, was it BPro? Maybe it was another crypto, but one of the cryptocurrencies I read about, they actually put a really good use case. It's just like DeFi. The reason DeFi gives you better rates is because there are fewer employees and overhead, because you can make code and smart contracts do that. But it goes further because you don't have to pay for auditors coming in. You don't have to do all these checks and balances, people stealing and cheating, dealers stealing. You know, like it just removes all this stuff, and it actually allows the house to have way higher profit margins so that they can give better odds to the gamblers. So, so that there could be a use case, you know, like that, but I would like to see what their justification for it is. So I used to think, you know, gambling doesn't need blockchain, but it might have been BPro's, it might have been one of BPro's CEO's interviews. It might have been that, but then I realized, oh shit, I was wrong. Gambling can benefit from freaking blockchain big time. If you can increase profit margin, you know, that's exactly why DeFi exists. You increase profit margin to give consumers a better rate. It's that simple. So maybe that's what that's all about. So the rich tennis parents don't have to pay. Well, I mean, why would they care? Usually folks trying to get their kids into tennis, they're fine with throwing 10K at some trainer. But anyway, so yeah, that, I mean, this is probably going to do what Dash does on the weekly. I'm not telling you. I mean, this has a even though there's not much price history, just look at Dash's graph on the week. It's probably going to do the same thing, because as of now, it literally is the same graph. So 2 hour on the ace, and whatever Dash does on the weekly, that's what this will do roughly. So that's my analysis on that. I know that sounds weird to say that, but literally whatever co-vesting did, that's what BPro is about to do. Literally, like that's how it is. All these coins. Remember my video where I, you know, kind of coined the whole duck, squirrel, pig thing? It's true, right? So, you know, new people to the crypto space, when they see price, it looks like that, you know, if you haven't seen the Matrix movie, I apologize, movie reference, but it's a very famous movie where, you know, people see all those green symbols falling, and then Cypher says, you know, blonde, redhead, brunette. It's the same thing in crypto. Once you see prices for so many hours a day, every week for 4 years, you realize, wait, all these pretty much just do the same thing. Maybe there's only 6 classes, but but within those 6, like if it's in that group, it'll do the same exact thing this one did. And sometimes one is like a month ahead, one is a week ahead, one is 3 weeks ahead. So it's actually easier to trade the coins that are a week behind because you know what it's going to do, right? You literally know what it's going to do. It's really no-brainer way to trade. But yeah, this is going to do it dash this on the week. So even though it sounds weird, it's true. Like literally, that's a good analysis. As weird as that sounds. Guys, you want to get laid? Come on now. Oh, this is spam. Jeez, I got spam. Wow. You know you make it when you get spam in your live chats. How do the bots find this shit so fast? All right, Safe Moon. I've heard a lot about... So be careful with Safe Moon. You got to give me the ticker on these folks. See, this is taking up my time. So I won't do any more without a ticker if it doesn't show right up. Oh, it's literally just, it must be a new token. That's why it's not on TradingView. God, I cannot believe it kept my stuff. Awesome. Yeah, it was, dude, this, the only way you're going to make money in this, well, it's been going sideways for only 20 days. Yeah, this is going to go sideways, up and down for another 20 days, easily. So this is not going to do anything different until early June. But there's a lot of money in this. This is a monster freaking ass range. Yeah, you can double your money like probably 3 more times after this if you were to take profits. So if you're still holding it, you take profits now, even though it's in the middle of the range, but it's going to hit the bottom of the range. I would maybe try to pick her up between... I would put in some buy orders at these wicks here. It might want to stop here. Actually, no, it might want to stop here. So it might start slowing down, but it's probably going to break through on the first or second try. So I would try picking it up, limit buys, so not market buys, limit. All through here. So if you had $100, so if you sell it here, for example, market sell, and that turned into $100, you would want to pick up something like, you know, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, all the way down to this box. And then if it comes down here and start like this to this level and starts heading back up, you cancel these orders. You got to cancel them first, right? Because your money will be tied up in it. Cancel them, and then you market buy up, and then you sell at the same level. And then your average in will be this, and you double your money exactly. See that? That's how you do this. It's that easy. You can double it, and you'll have another chance to do it. It will come back down. It'll probably do it again. But it could break out on the 3rd try, but I would still take my profits there. So yeah, that's simple. That's an easy play. But I like range coins, so I'm not dissing that coin, but it got too hot too fast. It will go. It's going to do something similar to MTV. Like, very, like, honestly. My eyes have so much trouble finding MTV on that chart. Oh, yeah, my MTV limit orders sold. Hell yes. So this is what I just did on MTV. I put in my limit orders, my limit sells here, because I want to buy it back down here. And if y'all don't believe me, oops. So this is a public account, so I don't care if you can. I just played with 18 grand. I started off with like 17,800 bucks, and that was 6 days ago. So look, yeah, I started off April 29th. And I'm up 4,600 bucks. So something's taking a dive. Yeah, DAPPT took it. So I missed my sell opportunity for there, obviously. Look, hopefully I'm not making a liar of myself. I must have market sold that. 0101. Right there. Yep. So, because I forgot to put in my limit sells and I saw it coming back down. I said, oh shit. So I market sold right there. So I still sold it there. So, but I didn't put in my limit sells. That's the power of limit sells. I would have stratified it here and I would have gotten an average of 0102 probably. I would have straddled this. So you can do the same. So just like I said, you would want to put limit buys down there. You do the same thing for limit sells if you're new to this community. And if you want more tricks like this, I mean, frickin' join Patreon. You know, start with the Cryptillion tier, get used to it, and then as you make more money, work your way up. But if the trading's new to you, I don't suggest you start with VIP, even if you think you have the money, because you won't know how to get the value out of it. I've had several people join who don't understand enough about trading. It's too much like the Matrix to them, and they're not getting the value out of their $100 a month. But the people who do, they've already paid for an entire year at VIP in like 2 trades, in 2 weeks. But if this all looks like the Matrix to you, I would not join VIP. And pretty soon I'm gonna have a test. Like I will not. Oh, I got sorry, super chats. I'll get to you. Oh, good job. Thanks, Harrison. Thank you, Harrison. Okay. And honestly, I think I'm gonna keep all of my YouTube and Shrimpy. So don't mark my words on this, but YouTube is so comparatively so low volume revenue wise compared to my other streams of revenue or just trading. Shit, I mean, I'm probably gonna have like $750,000 deep on you, like by the end of the run alone. And if idea gets to sit, I think if it gets to $15, I have $1 million of ideas. I have like 62,500 of them. So I'm probably gonna try to use money from YouTube and the commissions from Shrimpy, not my gains, but the gains I help others get, and I charge like 2% or something a month of your gains. So if we ever have a down month, it doesn't charge anything, is my understanding. But I'm going to use the revenue from that to try to put solar panels in a town in Uganda and bring electricity to a deep village for its first time ever. And it'll be completely off grid. I'll probably get a Tesla battery, and then try to get them like cheap cell phones so they can transact in Litecoin or something, or Bitcoin Cash. And maybe I could get Elon Musk's attention. I probably wouldn't be able to get his attention, but maybe I could, and he'd maybe give a couple of those big batteries for free. but I probably wouldn't be able to do that. Probably just have to buy them. Yeah, I kind of want to bring so I want to use the money because the money will go so much farther there, and that's kind of my plan. Don't mark my words on it. I might do something like inner city single black moms, or in America, who don't have a form of transportation. I might get them like a 2-year-old used car with, gas cards that can only be spent on gas only, for example, and then pay for insurance for 5 years or something like that, to try to set up a couple, or several single moms in Chicago, for example, or Indianapolis, which is, kind of close to me, or both. Neither of those, not even Detroit's not very far either. But I might do one of those or both, depending on how this goes. But anyway, so EQZ. I think I bought EQZ. Did I pick this up? I remember looking at it. Yeah, okay, so here's the rule of thumb. So I typically say, so this is a younger coin, So you can't do the rule by the week. The rule is the daily here. If today, so at 8 p.m. New York time, later today, or, you know, well, yeah, technically today, because it's midnight where I am, 12:30 a.m. If this can close above this line, above $3.11, this next candle is going to be big. So you can see I already did analysis on this. So if this, so this candle, you know, will probably in the middle of the day come all the way up to this. It'll probably test this, and it'll probably come down and close somewhere here, somewhere between here and this line. And if it can close somewhere in here, this next candle is going to be big. The next candle is going to be bigger. Like it's gonna do what Tone and Cardano are essentially doing. Cardano just wicked. It hit my stops. Oh, at least I was in profit. So, damn it. I really. Oh well, I can. Well, shit, I can just long it again and make even more money. God, I hope I don't have to get off the stream to long it again. I might have to. Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna have to. Well, I've already made my. Gosh, I'm not supposed to do trades live though. I might go out to my other computer for like, if this comes down, I'm going to go out to my other computer and keep this live stream going, and it'll probably take me 45 seconds. But I'm going to pick it back. Actually, wait, unless Ethereum's pooping. Hold on. Ooh. Nope, it's going to break through that. Unless this can stay a wick. Uh-oh. Guys, the whole market is about ready to go down pretty far. That's, God, it's going to come down here. This is going to drag the whole market with it. Shit. Should have moved a little bit into Tether. But this might just turn into a wick. Uh-oh. Okay, but anyway. So, ignoring this, let's see what it's doing on Bitcoin. Yeah, same thing. So if this truly can close this day above this line on either pairing, the dollar pairing or this, the next candle will be bigger, bigger, bigger. And if it does it, it will ignore Ethereum's and Cardano's downness. So, yeah. So that's the thing to watch. My analysis is you really need to see how many hours would this be? 12 hours, 19 and a half hours exactly. If this closes, you know, here or above, so above Bitcoin pairing 5402 with 4 zeros, on the US dollar pairing, whatever I just said, then you would, you know, it is a statistically extremely likely probability, even if Ethereum's taking a poop, everything's taking a poop, it wouldn't matter. It would still go up the next day and big. So yeah, that's my analysis. But you would really want to watch this level. $13.13. It needs to close above that. It needs to be at 13.14 or so. So that's EQZ. What did I say that's like Charles Hoskinson? What did I say? Oh, because I'm talking about Cardano? Okay, and I'm bullish? Okay, yeah. Maybe I should get a Cardano hat. No, I don't want to condone people buying that shit. Unless you're planning on using it as profits only. No, I actually will not get a Cardano hat. Yeah, you don't buy something with zero revenue that's bigger than Ford Motor Company. That's just fucking irresponsible. It's just irresponsible. Unless you know what you're doing. If you use it to trade, specifically because you're writing on the fact that YouTubers are talking about it, retail investors are buying it because they don't know what coin circulation and market cap are. They honestly have no clue what it means. New people come in, Cardano's $1 and Bitcoin's 50,000. I'm going to buy Cardano. That's cheap, $1, right? So, but yeah, I would not condone new people buying that crap. No way. All right. I already did Trias. Rodrigo, just skip back on this. I did Trias already. So Ruby, I could have sworn when I was on KuCoin on the PoolX stuff, I swear it said Ruby, and then I clicked away and I couldn't find it again. But I think you might be able to stake Ruby. You might want to look into that. I tried to find it and I couldn't find what the hell I just saw, but I know I saw it on there. Oh yeah, this is the coin that looks exactly like Dash, isn't it? But on the weekly, like wait, no. Oh no, this is versus B. No, but it does on the US dollar pairing. Yeah, another one that looks exactly like Dash. It's the same shape. So that's what I'm talking about. Blonde, redhead, duck. Hey, it's the same graph. Do you see this, folks? This is crazy. It's literally the same everything, like to the dot. All right. I mean, it's going to depend on Ethereum, but it's really been respecting this 89 on the weekly because it clearly got rejected from it. And then it got rejected all of those weeks in a row. And then it busted through. So the reason why this candle was so big is because it finally broke through that 89. So traders were really, once it like was getting here, more people bought it, and then more people bought it, right? So it's all about this line. So it's probably going to come down here again, and it's going to want to test this cross. So, and it might take till next week to get down, but it's going to, like, the likelihood of it with Ethereum going the way it is, the likelihood of it going to 14.1 cents is extremely high, as in like 80-90% likelihood. Did it just stop me out and start going back up? Nope. Hold on. So it's hitting the 1 hour 89. Yeah, but Cardano looks like it wants to come all the way down here again. It might stop here though. Okay, it's gonna stop here. Shit, I might have to go long this. Since I've already made public to my Patreon community, my futures, God, I don't know. I might just like edit this out, but I'm gonna pull this up since I don't have a lot of money in it anyway. I'm up $1,000. Getting stopped out twice though. I got $600 on one, 630, and must have got 400 on the other. So that's why you move your stops into profit. Now I can long more, right? Hold on, guys. This is a pretty big momentous thing for, I mean, Ethereum breaking through this is going to drag the market down a good 5%. Unless Bitcoin can hold it up. Bitcoin's not going to hold it up. Uh-oh. Shit. I still think it's going to go up. All right, I'll check back on this in like 5 minutes. So let me get back to your stuff, guys. Let me move this over here. Okay. Yeah, you can, yeah, if you're new to crypto, what is your name? Who said this? Marmalin, Panuelo. Yeah, the Patreon. Yeah, the link is in my description section. It's the first thing on there. And if you're new, don't do anything more than, you know, Cryptillion probably. Even if you're playing with like $100,000 and you're like, okay, I can afford to be, I wouldn't do it. You're not going to be able to get the value out of it. Yeah, it's like $5 a month. And you're, by being part of the community and scouting coins together, you're gonna pay for that in a single trade. And potentially pay for an entire year in a single trade. So, okay, Harmony 1. Okay, yeah, I'll get to your stuff. Tone. Yeah, Tone's just gonna check its previous high. So Tone's an easy one. It's actually doing what Cardano's doing. So Tone and Cardano are doing the same thing. It's just coming back down to test its high. That's it. And watch, I bet Tone's like the exact same posture. Nope, not quite. Tone is stronger, but it did come down earlier. And this is where I was buying Tone, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I was buying about right there after I got a good reaction off of it at 15.5. $16.8. So I was buying a little higher too. So I actually did buy it higher. I know I bought it lower than that though, did I? Or no? It's because my MTV sold later, didn't it? Okay, well, I guess I was buying around 17 and 18. So I was wrong. I bought it around this candle actually. Interesting. I must have caught it when it closed this and I said, oh shit, it's gonna pop right back up. So Tone is looking better than Cardano. This looks really good, actually. So you have on the daily, you have no divergence whatsoever yet because this is not done yet. So you can't count this as being lower than this with a higher because this isn't done. It hasn't completed its move, right? So the moving average is still going up. So you can't count it until it breaks below it and it drags the moving average down. So there's no divergence whatsoever. Let's check the 4 hour. I really doubt it. Yeah, it just had a, yeah. So there's no divergence. It came down to check its moving average, and it checked it and started going up before it even got there. But this still counts as a checking. This is a very bullish checking. When it does this, I mean, a lot of coins go a lot higher even when they go below it and then go like this. Dip down below, then go like this, and the moving average is going like that. So what Tone did is actually really good. I think this is going to potentially ignore Ethereum, but if Ethereum and Cardano do take a poop here, I would say perhaps worst case that Tone does is come back to its all-time high right here, or maybe close right there at this at these wicks. So see how these wicks align with the other wick? So it's not a coincidence that this wick down exactly to that. It'll probably land on here and build support until the market gets confident, and then it'll go up. So if you see Tone down here at 14.7 and 14.8, that would you should probably feel like you're in a statistically probable very winning trade. Guys, if this doesn't hold this is going to tank everybody's bags again. Not as much as that $10,000 drop. It looks like it wants to stay. I'm still not going to go long it yet until Ethereum, I'm not going to long. So, okay. Well, this looks pretty confident. Maybe I will try longing it. So don't watch this part. Okay. All right. So I'll have to keep eyeballing this because if it goes any lower, I'll have to market sell out. So I'm not going to put it in a stop because I'm watching it, right? So my stop is my eyeball. I will essentially hit market and just get out of all the trade if it dips down much below that horizontal. I wasn't patient enough to wait for it to get to the horizontal because it looks like it's not going to freaking hit it. But anyway, my second and third attempt were extremely profitable. So we'll see how this works. I really hope Ethereum holds this. All right. Okay, let's get back to your coins. Toko, yeah, we'll fly through all my coins here in a second. I want to get the weird ones that people are asking. Venus. And then I'll get our common coins here in a second. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so even on the 4 hour. Okay, listen. This must be a super low cap because it's not traded. So just warning. If you're trying to get out of this, this is what this is. Somebody tried to sell like $300 worth and they didn't know what they were doing. They hit market sell. So the vast majority of what they sold below halfway point because there are way more buy orders down here. Like they only got like 20% of out. Like even though they thought they were going to sell it here, they did not. Like this person got screwed. So if you're going to ever try to get out of this, you're not going to be able to very easily. Your only way out of this is to put in limit sells and to create the liquidity up. And to create liquidity means you're going to make it not do this. So let's say you had like $3,000 worth of this coin. You want to sacrifice some of that money, at least a couple $100, to put in orders for, I mean, you don't want to start it here. You actually want to work your way down. You would want to do this. If you're going to play small, so I'm like a king of playing small alts. I made $10,000 in 1 second in February 2018. Now, I didn't realize what bear markets were, so then I watched it go to like $200 later throughout the bear market because I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew how to play the bots and I knew how to play liquidity. So I created liquidity and bots bought a coin. It was some privacy coin. It doesn't really exist anymore. It's from Russia or something. But anyway, it was on Cryptopia, which took all my money. I lost like $3,000. Good thing it didn't take my money right when my account was like 40,000. I would have been pissed, but it was later in the bear market when it went from 40,000 to 2,000 or something. But anyway, that's why my market crashes video in my description section, people, I keep telling you it's the most important video I've ever made. It really is. You don't want to watch your money go down 95%, 99%. It's just, it really sucks. But anyway, if you have like $1,000 of this, you want to use a couple hundred of them to put in orders about, I would say maybe $0.50 away from each other. And you want to, and you can tell on KuCoin or HitBTC, try to sell the small, try to put in the smallest order possible. And it says that order is too small, double it. And if it lets you do it, do it. And remember, okay, that's the size. And so hopefully it'll let you put in the amount of this XVS coin or whatever this is, around $2. And you want to put in $2 sell orders all the way up, limit sells. But you actually want to start higher. You want to start up here. And what you can do is this, watch. And this is how I made Forest Plus, like 4x my money in just a couple days. I literally, all I did was this. I spent a long time doing this, even though there's a thing called Alt-Ready. You can do this in like 2 seconds, but I spent like an hour and a half doing this. I worked my way, so I went up to like 5x above current price. And then I worked my way down. And when it connected, right when it connected with current price, what happened? The bot said, wait, there's liquidity up. And it just started going, do-do-do-do-do, rest, 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 do-do-do-do-do, rest, 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 do-do-do-do-do. And it only went up to about 4x. So I had to market sell the rest. But it wasn't very much. I only market sold like $300 with it. But I think I put 1,000 in and I came out with like $4,000. And it was I think it was in 3 days exactly. And I think I have that link as the proof of trade. It's in there. It's in every description section now. It's the proof of trade link. And I show my trade. Yeah, so that's what you do with small caps. Like playing really tiny caps is pretty profitable if you know how to do this. But so similar to what I said with B, actually, this is what I did with B Pro, all the way up to 4.1 cents. I didn't market sell any B Pro at all. I sold on the way up, and essentially I created the liquidity for all you guys, which might be why it hasn't gone back up, because no one's creating liquidity, because I'm just staking it. So if you have a few million BPRO, use like 100,000 of them to create liquidity, and maybe price will go back up. But I'm okay with it staying there because I like buying it low to accumulate. Screw it. I already got my 20x. I'm good. I'm going to wait till BitBoy talks about it so the liquidity naturally does it by itself. So anyway, yeah, but you can do that. So, however, BPRO now technically is like at 100 million cap, so it'd be pretty hard to do this. It might not work anymore. But it could. Bots are bots. All they need is the liquidity up, and I think that's what BPRO's missing. It just doesn't have the liquidity north. That's all that's happening. But all my BPRO are staked. I think I only have like 300,000 BPRO out of staking, but I'm using that as a 100-bagger. I'm limit, and actually I have created liquidity for BPRO, but it has to get to 2.4 cents first. I have liquidity for BPRO between 2.4 cents, what I just did here, but for BPRO, I have so there's a horizontal at 2.4, there's a horizontal at 3 cents, there's a horizontal at 3.5, a horizontal at 4. I have them staggered all like this. I have like $3,000 worth of BPRO staggered all the way up. Limit sells. So limit sells cannot tank price. Under definition, it's actually impossible. Limit selling can only make price go up. It's liquidity. So just in case you all wonder, oh, he's dumping BPRO. No, actually, I never have. I don't know if I've ever limit or market sold BPRO ever once, because I know how it moves. I don't need to. I'm selling the tops. Am I selling the exact top? No. I'm selling here, 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 here. And if it only comes up to here, I just leave these for next time, because I sold all this and I'll buy it back lower, and next time it'll hit my limit sales. That's all I do. Okay, so be very careful with this, but if you play this, you have to do that, or your money's gonna be stuck there forever. And you won't be able to get out of your money. You won't be able to get your money back, because you're gonna turn into this red wick. You're gonna be like a big, like, you will be the girthiest red dildo the earth has ever seen. Like, you will form a crater from impact with the earth. All right. Damn. How does something like 𝘾Rocket do this? Oh my God, this is not new though. There was a coin called Titty Coin. It might still be around. Yeah, there it is. it's tit. Ticker tit. I guess it's dead. Yeah, so it died. Yep, it's officially dead. Oh well. Yeah, so this coin will probably die too, just heads up. But you can still make money with it in the meantime. It's going to range. So it looks like it's got a pretty defined range. It'll probably... There must be something down here on the 4-hour that made it wick there. Why did it wick here? Yep, so it wicked down to the bottom of here. It might not go this low again. It might try this now. Yep, right here. So this is the bottom of the range. So if you have it, I would probably try taking like literally 100% profits. Personally, not financial advice. This is for entertainment only. But I would try taking profits between this wick and this candle right there. But I wouldn't do an even distribution. I would do a middle heavy distribution. And so if I had $100, I would sell 30 of it here, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10. So it essentially, if you could graph it, it would form a diamond, middle heavy, but the biggest one's there. That's what I would do. And then I would buy it back right at this line, which is 1285. And then how much money in? Yeah, you'll almost double your money, 1.9x your money. Oh, so people, something I learned, this charts.cointrader pro, if something doesn't show up on Coinbase, on TradingView, it'll show up here. This is a really good website, and it remembers the things you put in. The only thing is, on the indicators, you have to hit EMA like 5 times. It doesn't have the 5 EMA, so you have to hit EMA. You have to hit that 5 times if you want 5 EMAs. But when you exit out, you don't even have an account. I didn't even make an account. I just remembered my IP or something. I don't know how the hell I did it, but yeah. So come rocket, yeah, that's the play there. All right, so let's start going over Knowles. Yeah, I hold a decent amount of Knowles and I stake it. I think I only have like 3,500 of them, but that's one I rode through the whole bear market. I remember saying to myself, there's no way Knowles is going below $2. And it went down to like 12 cents. That's why my market cycles and crashes is by far the most important. I'm still in the red on Knowles. I was buying it at like $3, thinking I was getting a hell of a deal, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. This looks good though. This looks really good. That's a good reaction. Oh yeah, it just bounced off the daily red. Yeah, this is gonna break that high. I think this actually might ignore Ethereum. It's gonna break this pretty easily. Now, if Ethereum really does drag stuff down, it's gonna give it one more poke, probably land on the 55 this time right here, so around $1.12, and then it'll break up. Let me check my Cardano again. Good. Sweet. So look, I'm $100 up already. See that? 134. So I need to move my stops into profit pretty soon on that. Yeah, that's scalping. So really, I would have made way more money had I decided to take 100 back here. Even with the thought that it could keep skyrocketing, it doesn't matter. Maybe I should have 50 bagged it and took all my profits up here, because I took my profits right. I think here, right? I got in here, got out here, and I got only $400 of profit. But here, when I longed it here and I got out at the same exact level, I got $600 because I got stopped out when it went like this. And then I longed it again. I got stopped out when it got right here again, same exact level. So I'm $1,000 up, and I started with 2,500. Not bad for being wrong twice. But that's the power of getting fully out of your trades, like fully out. You just get to do it again with more money. So if it keeps doing this, I'm going to make a shit ton of money, right? Like honestly, if Cardano did this for 5 years, I would be a millionaire, like way before 5 years. Because I would just keep taking profit over and over and over and over and over. Like that. So this is what I keep saying, folks. You actually make more money when things go down as long as you know what you're doing. If you're like me and you hold Knowles through 2018, you're going to get screwed. Yeah, this is... Holy shit. Wait, what? When did this... Oh, yeah, okay, it's going to pass this. I don't know. This is pretty hot. Wow, what is it doing? Yeah, good thing I'm staking this stuff. Knowles staking, the staking wallet, I think it's all online. You don't even have to download anything and wait for the blockchain to go, like I had to do with DeepOnion. Knowles' staking program and online wallet are really technologically advanced. It's, out of all the wallets I've ever used, it's by far the best. So, like, Knowles has their shit together. I can tell just by their staking program and their wallets. It is like top of the line. Another one that's top of the line for such a small coin was MHC. Dude, their metagate stuff is just, it is like otherworldly. And it was like an 8 million cap. It looked like a freaking $1 billion cap coin. I could not believe it. But I ended up getting out of it because I just got impatient, honestly, and I think I bought more tone with it. But honestly, I think this has done better than tone so far, slightly, not by much. Let's actually see, because I was buying it. No, that's versus BTC. I was buying it something 003, something, yeah, right here. So I was buying it throughout the whole bear, yeah. So I was buying it throughout here. So this is done from here to the top, 1,500. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's done better than tone so far. But once a YouTuber talks about tone, it's game over. It's just gonna it's gonna go so high, folks. And I was buying tone. This is versus BTC. No, I was buying tone before it was up here because they rebranded to tone. It was TE Food. So honestly, I was buying tone way down here. I don't know how low, but let's just say lower than that. Oh, wow. No, tone's done way better. Shit. Okay, well, I made the right choice then. I didn't realize that. Okay. I need to go back to your questions, don't I? Sorry. Yeah, McLovin. MHC at 1 cent's not a bad buy. I was buying at 0.0034 though, but I got out pretty early. BQX win. Okay, I'm just trying to get some weird coins before I start wrapping this up doing the normal coins. I'm gonna have to fly through them. It's getting kind of late. It's probably gonna replicate this. 161 days. Wow. This moves like a really big cap coin. What the hell is this? I mean, it's probably about ready. In a bull market, you don't need to go much longer than 70 days, unless you've gone super parabolic, because Ethereum went sideways for 200 days. It's about like Phantom. Is Phantom still going sideways? So what Phantom does, this will probably do. What was that, BQX? So Phantom's still in its range. Just like I anticipated, 72 days. Yeah, whenever Phantom breaks, BQX will probably break too. Even though BQX hasn't gone up, but it'll probably just fly up and break through. When Phantom does, it's probably gonna follow Phantom. So again, you know, the other ones were blonde. This is a redhead. Phantom and BQX are redhead, and it's really moving like a cap. It's moving like it has 500 million behind it in investor money. Let's see how. Ooh, what? Huh? Oh, look at that. Didn't I say 500 million? That was a good guess. But I can just tell how it moves. It's moving like Phantom, so Phantom's about 500 million too. I'm gonna go get some more. All right, guys, I was clickbaiting, and I promised I would do Pirate Chain and Harmony 1, so I'm going to do those now. Looks like I've already done the analysis on this. It's just following this. It's actually a little bit more doggy than I thought. I'm really surprised it petered out that fast. And it's kind of hot here. Yeah, it's going to at least come down to so if you wanted to, I mean, it's not much of a difference though. Yeah, if you haven't sold, then you're out of luck. But if you're looking to pick up Harmony 1, you would want to, you know, not financial advice, I would do it right where these wicks hits this wick, right there. It's going to hit that, and I'll probably use it as support. And I just got lucky that this happened to align with it, right? I just scribbled, but honestly, that's probably about where it's going to go. That was a lucky guess. Honestly, this whole thing was a lucky guess. My God, this is the only thing I got wrong was doing this too high. But a lot of coins were going all the way up to the top of its range, but recently a lot of coins haven't been. kind of like MTV's not, it petered out right in the middle. So kind of the play now is not going up to the top of the range for some reason. I don't know why, but the whole range of everything's changing. It's going halfway up. I don't know why. Yeah, it's really strange. It's kind of similar to the idea that like BPRO, when it had its cross on the weekly, on the dollar, or shit, I mean on the BTC pairing too, the same cross though. When it, you know what, folks, this is too ugly. I'm just gonna have to redraw everything. Okay. When it had its weekly cross, when everything had its weekly, oh no, this did have a retracement. I thought it didn't. Did it not have it on the BTC? Maybe it didn't have it on the BTC pairing. Okay, it didn't have it on, well, actually it did. Huh. Okay, now I take that back. I was gonna say, I thought coins that broke out in February, like BPRO and Phantom and all that stuff, when they had the cross, they didn't retrace, but then everything started retracing late March, yeah, in mid-March. And I was gonna say all these ranges that are happening in Harmony and all that stuff, instead of looking like what Tone had done, the ones that are ranging more recently, like Harmony and Pirate Chain, they're only going halfway up instead of all the way up. Like, hell, even BPRO went all the way up, right? Like, it ranged all the way up. Like, for example, everything had been ranging just... Why does this look so weird? Oh, because I don't have my lines on? Wow, it looks a lot different without all my scribbles, huh? Yeah, I mean, everything ranged just like this. Like, everything was coming right back up. And actually, BPRO went higher. So it came down, it actually went higher, came up, went all the way to the top, came down. See that? It comes to the same level, and Tone did the same thing. But for some reason, a lot of them, like almost all of them now, are going halfway up. So I kind of, so just a heads up there, every time recently in my analysis that you've seen me do that in range, most of them are going halfway up on the first pass. I don't know why. I'm not for sure why it's been such a drastic change in crypto like that, but so just a heads up. Yeah, but you're going to be able to get it there and sell it. It'll probably come a little higher this time. It'll probably come in this box, not come rocket, but just come up. So see these candle bodies there and all these wicks. It'll probably go between these candle bodies and those candle bodies. You'd be able to sell it there, and that looks like it's 1.6x your money. Yep, 1.5x. So if you do that twice, that's like 3.25 times your money. Your $100 will become $320 or so. But yeah, if you haven't taken profits, kind of too late. I would not sell or buy in the middle of a range. It's in the middle, so it's a no trade zone. All right, I'm going to start doing our common coins after this one. Same thing. This looks like it's gone sideways quite a bit longer, though. This looks like it might be ready. Yeah, it's the same thing, guys. Look, it only went halfway up. That's weird. So it's doing exactly what BPRO's doing. Look. See, look at this gray line. Price went tanked below it, came back up, went below it again, came above it, landing on it. That exact pattern, right? Remember that. Watch. Crashed below, screamed above, fell back through the gray line, went back above the gray line, and then stuck on the gray line. On the once, twice, on the third drop. Watch. So again, like I said, blonde, redhead, brunette, right? You need to start seeing this stuff too. You need to say, wait, this is exactly what this and this and this coin is doing. You need to be able to name off like 3, because I'm telling you, there are only 6, like, actually, there aren't even 6. There are like 4 shapes in all of crypto. That's it. It's that easy. Seriously. Look, see, crashed through, came above, broke through again, came above, broke, and stuck the landing on the third try. It's the same thing. It's literally identical. Although this one was more tightly knit here. On the other one, there's a little bit more space here. So, you know, it stayed down a little bit and then it kind of like spaced it out, broke through, then it went like that. But BPRO did it really quickly. But it's the same thing. So so honestly, my analysis for whatever I just covered, GRT, it's going to do what BPRO's doing. So when you see BPRO move, this will move. Or if you see this move first, then BPRO will move. Same thing. It's going to do whatever co-vesting just did. I'm telling you. Look, it's going to do this. But it's going to take a third try. So when it breaks, it'll come up to the second highest wicks. Oh, wait. Yeah. So when it finally sticks this landing, it's going to come up to here. And you'd want to take profits right there. It's going to do the same thing. I'm telling you. Like, not financial advice, entertainment only, but that would be a pretty good winning strategy. And I would do bottom heavy distribution like this, bottom heavy. So, but within here like that. So $100, I'd put 30 here, 20 here, 15, 10, whatever, you know, all the way up. I would do that. And then if it only comes up to here, you cancel these orders, market sell, and then you buy it back down. You would buy it at the weekly 10. The weekly 10 is going to be right there. So when it hits the weekly 10, just buy it back. EMA. All right, so let's do some common coins. Here we go. Let's fly through these biatches. Viacoin versus Bitcoin. What are you doing, bro? I have a nice new computer. You can't be locking up on me like this. I know Macs don't have a great graphics card, but we're not using graphics power. There we go. Oh, maybe it is the graphics power. Shit. Maybe I need to close some tabs. Let's close 𝐾𝐿. Yeah, I think it's going to play out this fractal on the Bitcoin pairing, or no, the US dollar pairing. So I think there's going to be one wick down sometime. It won't be long though. Like it won't like be a big scare for whole days at a time. It's just it'll be like a 4-hour candle that closes up here, but it wicks down here in like an hour. So I really think that if you tried and you put limit orders around $1.35, I think you have about a 40 to 60, around a 50% chance of getting those filled and being in the green until December on that purchase. If it never hits, then you can just market buy with momentum up around this, around the $2.50 mark, because it's not going to fly until it breaks 250. Or if it does it soon, then it'd be like 240. But if it happens in later this month, it'll be 250, this origin line, because it will break. So just like I knew Ethereum would have a huge green candle, right? As it was breaking its origin line. Don't tell me I erased all my lines. Oh no. Okay, good. Yeah, so just like I knew Ethereum was going to have monster green, as I predicted, right? Not to sound like, but exactly as I predicted. I think it's funny how those guys, the big YouTubers who do the channels together, they actually kind of play on that and make fun of the one, and he makes fun of himself. That's good spirits. I like that. At least they keep things fun and make fun of themselves. But so exactly as I predicted. So Viacoin, once it breaks, so this is its 250 line. So what Ethereum did here is what Viacoin will do when it breaks 250. Or if it does it like next week, it'll be 245 or something. But as of now, it's just going to keep wicking and it'll get rejected from it. And I think it's already been rejected twice, hasn't it? Yeah, it's already been 3 times. So the next one, it's going to break. It's probably going to break up on the next one, but that's where the wick will come in first. So maybe it won't follow this perfectly. It'll probably have this wick over here and then break up. So honestly, I might need to do this. So that wick might actually come sooner. And look how it aligns perfectly with this and this wick. So maybe it'll hit $1.13 actually, because it's going to break on the next try. So I needed to move that over. So if you had $100 you want to put on Viacoin, maybe I would stagger a bunch of limit buys around $1.35 to $1.10 or $1.12 or something. I would try to buy it at these wicks right here. That wick, like maybe around this green line, $1.18, something like that. A little higher, some lower, but something around this box. You know, what the numbers I just said, between $1.12 and $1.30, I would put in a lot of limit buys, okay? All right, so ADB. Seriously, ADB? Are you going to do this? This is bullshit, man. I have really high hopes for you, bro. At least it's closing above its 21. That's good, but this is going to take 3 weeks to get confident. It's not going to be confident until late May, unfortunately. Now, is this a good horizontal to buy it at? Hell yeah. But I would prefer to put my money, hell, even in Cardano than this, because I could sell my Cardano at like 30% profit, then buy this at the same damn level, or maybe 10% higher. So if you haven't bought this, I mean, I would wait till it's confident personally and put it in something that's breaking out in the meantime. So this tried to break out, it failed. It's got a really good reaction, XPR. I like that reaction. I bet this week closes. It might even close red, but above this. And if it does, the next week's going to be really big. So with this one, just whenever a week closes above this candle body at 76 with 6 zeros, it'll go pretty high. Kind of like Tone, kind of like Cardano, all that stuff. Yeah, hell yes. Whew. All right, but guys, like I said in my video today, it might play between this for a while and break down. I'm telling you. Now can you see how I can like just see the future and like one of the options that I predict it will happen, but this is the only one I predicted because I just saw it coming. It's just so predictable if you stare at price long enough, folks. That's why getting into indicators is just not a good idea. I know a lot of people like are into indicators, but they're gonna hurt you. They're gonna hurt you. You need to know what price does. I'm telling you, it'll serve you. Honestly, all you need are horizontals and freaking price to make money. Now, using indicators to try to figure out when the bear market's ending, that actually is really good. Or when it's beginning for macro moves, but people using it intra-week and intra-month, I don't know. I don't know, I use Stokes and RSI, but some people are into like using 10. I wouldn't do it, folks. I wouldn't do it. I'm not missing any super chats, am I? Oh, Pirate Chain. Let's look at it versus Bitcoin. Ooh, that's really low volume on this website. I'm going to do a different website. Is that the same one? Ugh. That's not very good volume. Ugh, it didn't even trade for 15 minutes at a time on this. That's not good, folks. How much volume does this? That can't be right. I don't know. I don't like the looks of that. That volume can't be real. Honestly, guys, this is scary. 4 million volume and 50% of that's fake. 2 million volume to support a coin at $1 billion. Guys, I don't know. This has the ingredients to really drop. I'm sorry to say that. And I'm not even looking at price saying that. I can just tell it didn't even trade for like 2 15-minute candles at a time. And that's how I could tell the volume was low. That is bad. That means interest is lost. Like, this shit's going to drop. I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I would be scared to be holding this. There are a lot of sideliners who are holding. So these are holders who are not currently buying and they're not selling. If the volume stays like this, that bad, 4 million volume, which half of it's fake, 2 million, actually probably 80% of it's fake, but 2 million volume cannot support $1 billion market cap. It cannot happen, and it won't happen. So unless something changes, this is going to go down farther. This will not stop it, I'm telling you. Because these holders, like this 2 million of volume will not create the pressure up that it needs for $1 billion coin to go up. It won't happen. And so these sideliners who are holders, they're going to see that price doesn't go up, and they're going to become sellers. And then once only like 10% of these people become sellers, it's going to start taking, and all the 80% of these people who are new to crypto, because they bought it because they're new, they bought it here when YouTubers were talking about it, they're going to see they're like 60% down, and they're going to sell, and it's going to tank. I don't know, folks. I would be scared to hold that coin right now. That is not good. I'm glad I had it on a crackhead time frame on accident. That is scary. I honestly, $1 billion to 4 is bad. Just okay. Well, let's look at other coins. Like look at Phantom. Watch. 210 million to 1.8 billion. This is what you want to see. Shit, I bet Deep Onion has more volume than that. No, it doesn't. What would have does BPro? Yeah, BPro has almost the same, and it's times 3. It's like a 70 million cap, and this isn't enough to support price up. But this could support this going up. So going up on small volume is actually good because the books are thin. But when the disparity is that big as it is on Pirate Chain, it simply means it's going to tank. Mathematically, like, I don't know, unless a YouTuber starts talking about it again, guys, that's going to drop hard. It's going to have a total, like, from the top, it'll correct like 90% in a bull market. It's not good. It's not good at all. So, apart from that, just looking at the technicals here, it's really bad. So it's corrected what it needs to correct. It came down to a perfect horizontal. It probably will stick its landing, ignoring that volume problem. That's really bad, guys. But anyway, yeah, so kind of the play in crypto in corrections is you like to play with your 4-hour 200 EMA. So, you know, you'd want to see this support it and maybe wick below it, but really have a good, so if it ever wicks below this, you want to see a good reaction. Kind of like we saw a good reaction with Ethereum on that horizontal. You'll want to see a reaction like this if it dips down. So the thing to watch on Pirate Chain is the 4-hour. So, yeah. So if it dips below, you'll want to see wicks like this pushing it back up. And if you don't, I'm telling you, it's going to tank. It's going to tank hard. You think 66 is a deep correction? No, it's not. It can go 66 lower and then 66% lower again. It can go 66% lower 100 times. It can. That's how percentages work. Because if you start at a start line and move in increments of 1/2 to the finish line, you will never get to the finish line, ever. To infinity. Won't. Mathematical fact. Shit. All right, it's gonna retest the. Gosh, guys, I don't like this. God, why? Did I jinx the market? Did my saying this make this happen? Gosh, I should have just shut my fucking mouth. God, why did I say that? 2,000? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not honestly that huge of a market cap. That's not that big. I think Trias at end of the year could easily hit $700, $900. So look, watch. Its market cap would only have to be 3.2 billion. It can do it. What the did Pirate Chain just do? Pirate Chain just got to 2 billion in like 5 days. Fuck yeah, I could get to $2,000. That's absolutely reasonable. So remember, you have to forget about the damn price. So folks new to crypto, all these coins like Cardano and everything, once they saw what Ethereum did, they saw Bitcoin's low coin circ. So if you were an OG and you saw all these coins like 𝐻𝐼𝐢𝐾oin, all this stuff, like Bitcoin killer. So that was the thing in 2014, in 2013, all that stuff. Things trying to be better in Bitcoin, they all had a low circulating supply. And then Ethereum said, hey, wait, I'll have a higher supply so the price is lower. People think it's cheaper, essentially. And then coins like Cardano, like just in XRP, actually XRP was the first one to do it. People thought, holy cow, it's 0.000001. Like in Bitcoin is $100. I'm buying XRP. That's cheap. When it wasn't. Its market cap was like 200 million. It wasn't cheap at all. It was a big cap. It was a huge 200 million was a huge cap back then. Shit. I mean, 1 million was impressive. Like, look, if you go to news, watch this. Watch. Bitcoin hit the news because it hit 1 million market cap. I can't find it, but yeah, Bitcoin made the CoinDesk news because across the so million cap was kind of big, right? And so these low coin cert caps, people think it's cheap and it's not. So you're doing the opposite with this $2,000 mental block. That's not really that high. All that matters is the market cap. I'm telling you, that's all that matters. That's why Cardano is not freaking cheap. It's way overpriced for having zero revenue. Charles Hoskinson is rich because people are giving him their money. He's not earning it. He hasn't earned a dime, people. And seriously, he hasn't earned a dime. And it's at $1.50. It's the market cap. Okay, watch. Look, watch this. Watch. $46 billion. Ford Motor Company. $50 billion. Cardano is bigger than Ford with not a thing to show. It doesn't have a single customer, single product, single sale. And it's $1.59. So you're doing the opposite with this $2,000 stuff. It's not that high, I'm telling you. Now, 3 billion cap to go from a small cap to 3 billion in your first bull run, yeah, it's statistically unlikely to happen. But Cardano went to freaking 22 billion its first time. Just because YouTubers were talking about it and everybody loves Charles. He's a teddy bear. Literally, that's the only reason why it went up. Its coin circ was low and everybody loved Charles, how smart and teddy bear he was. That's it. He was a salesperson. He convinced people to throw him their money. Seriously. So you're doing the opposite of Trias. It could absolutely hit two. Now, will it? No. I would say 700 and 900 is a good guess. That would put a market cap of, you know, 1 billion. They could easily hit that. Absolutely. Buy orders. But really, guys, you know, even if Trias did that, I bet you'd get more ROI out of Viacoin. Watch. I could be wrong here, though. Because, yeah, to go to 3 billion is pretty high. So maybe not. But it won't be as much as Viacoin's last bull run. I will say that. From current price to 2000 is 19,800%. Okay, so 20,000%. Remember that, 20. Now watch Via. Actually, this bull run, it's probably going to go higher. Watch. 20,000% to 2,000. Watch. Math, guys. Maybe not from current price. I might be wrong here. Nope, it'll only go up about 8,000% from here. So if it did go up 2,000, it would, but not from here though. Watch. From here where I was buying at 18 cents, watch. 42, so over 2 times the ROI. And last run, it wouldn't even compare. Look, remember 20,000? Watch. This is why 2,000 is not unreasonable. Watch. From here, let's do it from here. But from here, it's a 250,000%. But from here, watch. 100,000%. 100,000. It happened. And it's going to happen this bull run too, from where I got it. I'm going to be up 100,000% on my buy point, I'm telling you. I think. No, only about 58,000. But that's still more than Trias from here, right? So it's not that mathematically like unreasonable. It just isn't. You got to ignore that freaking $2,000 value. It doesn't matter. The US dollar value doesn't matter. Okay? That's like getting scared that Berkshire Hathaway stock is $325,000 a share because it never split. Because its coin circ is like Trias. It's very low. It never split. Does that make sense? Okay, so anyway, Trias buy point. I don't know. There might not be a good buy point. It might just be market buy as the lowest you'll ever get it. Honestly, it's just going up. You might not have a buy point, man. Now, obviously, it will retrace, yes, but it could come all the way up here before it retraces. Therefore, market buying it now is the best. But you're taking a risk. However, it is just breaking this high, so it looks like it's going to go quite a bit higher. But to answer your question, I would buy this. I would buy this wick right here. $8.56. That's where I would try to get it. That wick always means something. If it retraces, it will hit that. And usually it'll stick it. And it's kind of weird how this fractal, see this fractal? I literally just copied price from another point. Actually, if I put it down to this, so see this over here? If I put it at the exact high, look, it hits it perfectly. See that? Fractals work. Oh my God, it forms the same exact thing. Where did I get this from? Oh my God, from down here. So yeah, so 8, yeah, I actually so that means this is 𝘾𝐿 voodoo shit right here. Yeah, $8.60 is where I'd get it. All right, I can't stay on this much longer, folks. That's a really good reaction off that 10. I like that. Yeah, so once it busted, so this is the thing to watch on NAN. Once a week closes above this, it doesn't even need to close here. It doesn't need to do it. Once a week closes above this weekly 55, so if you don't know how to put your weekly 55s, you need to watch my charting video. Okay, it's the how the fuck does he set his charts? I teach you how to do that. Once it closes here, right there, the next week will probably, The next week will probably go like this and come back down and close around there. The next week will probably be bigger than that. You need to watch out for that 55 EMA. But it won't just bust through necessarily. Sometimes they do, but rarely. And if it does bust through on the first week, it'll do this. It'll come back down and rest somewhere about right there at this wick. So it'll close here. So you'd be able to get it there. And then the next week it will be bigger. So that's an easy play. This honestly is like the statistically most sound trade, like maybe even more than Cardano. Like you should feel really safe market buying that. Like, and the worst you would be down, even if Ethereum takes a poop, is 15, 13%. That's a very, very statistically sound. That honestly might be the statistically most sound trade I've seen all year. Like in terms of market buy. With the idea that you might be down 15% when you wake up, but in terms of 3-week outlook, like I don't know, that's a good. I like that. I actually might kind of put my radar on that. Yeah, actually I will. I will do that. I like this. I'm gonna add this to my list. Just because you put a heart, you think I'm going to cover this coin? So unfortunately, this one needs to close here. So it's the same thing with Cardano, but it's got a bigger middle. So that's what I was talking about. I said BPRO's retracement actually went higher. This one did the same thing. And I really like this reaction off the 21. This is very, very healthy. That might not look like a big correction, but I bet it was 60, almost 70%. Nope, not even close. This is strong. There's a lot of buy pressure behind this coin. Kind of like Trias had. 800% run and only went down 400%. I mean 40%. This one's going to go a lot higher once it breaks that. But yeah, you're going to want the weekly to close here. But the first week, don't go chase that candle. If you see it up here, it's going to come close around here. It's not going to, the first week's not going to fly, I promise you. It might try to trick you, but people are going to tank it on your face. Wait for it to close and then get the next week, right? That's what you're looking for. It might do it this week. It's looking strong enough, it might. And really, that's not much percentage change. Yeah, it's only 50. Yeah, honestly, I bet it does. I would say it's slightly over 50% chance that it does. I don't know anything about. I don't do swap stuff, guys. I think those are not the greatest for the space. I know they're decentralized exchanges, but they're burning people's money with fees. It's just, I don't like that stuff. Okay, guys. All right. I want somebody to guess what I'm thinking. When I see this, what do you think I'm thinking? Outside of it's not much price history. Okay, there's not much price history gambling. I'm not going there with it. What am I thinking when I see this? And the first person to guess right, I will cover the coin you ask for. Am I thinking fuck? I mean, sort of, but what specifically? Yes, ranges. There you go, Charles. Pick your coin. Yeah, there is, guys, there is so much money in this. Oh my gosh. Charles, tell me what you want me to go over. Yes, guys, this looks bad, but dude, look how big this range is. Guys, look, okay, let me show you mathematically. Once, buy it twice, buy it 3 times at the same, I'm not even go all the way down. 4 times. 4 times. If you started with just $100, wow. Right, obviously 8 times your money, or I mean 16 times your money, but just to show you mathematically, that's a, guys, and if you're doing this with, you know, like let's say you started with 800 bucks in there, there's so much money in that. And so what would a coin have to do like Pirate Chain, just going straight up, for $800 to turn into to 12,800? It would have to go up 16 times, which actually I think it did. I think it did go up like 16, 20 times. So you'd have to 60, but there are very few coins that do this, right? So this range is equivalent to having bought Pirate Chain after that big consolidation and it went up 16x. It's the same thing. Oh, whoever asked that, who held it, just market sold it. But this is very low volume, though. If that candle just moved that much, that's super low volume. So you probably can't do more than 100 bucks at a time. Yeah, this is a very small cap coin if it just did that. Just like I could tell that Pirate Chain had low volume, I could tell this is a low cap coin. What? This volume's not real. That's not possible for that to have happened. Or maybe it's just that one exchange. Well, whatever the exchange I just got this on, that's really low volume. Let's see here. Oh, wait, I wasn't doing on the right thing. Wait, what was I on? Oh, I was on the sorry, I was doing the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay, I take that back. What did Charles say? Okay. Well, thanks for the good spirits. I already did 𝐾𝐿. You can, if you really want to see 𝐾𝐿, there was actually a real analysis on it. You can just scroll back and get it. Honestly, this looks really strong too. So what you're going to want to wait for is the weekly Stokes to cross up. It's not going to go anywhere until this. It's not going to pick up until these cross. So what's going to be happening on the price is going to close above here first, then it's going to close above here. So just like Cardano, once the first week closes at 37.9, the next week will go up big. The next week after one closes, not the current week is at and going above and going, hey, no. Closes, then the next week will be a big green candle, right? Okay, so let's start flying through some normal coins here. Fucking Bolt, seriously? Its weekly Stokes are getting ready to cross, though. That's good. I like that. Formed a good base. Oh, it's still not above its gray line. Ugh. Man, I don't like that. I did find a few coins, though, that they did consolidate under it with a horizontal, and then they just flew up. God, which one was it? Was it like, I think it was like one of these C words. Yeah, kind of like this. Consolidated below, so like credits. So this is what Bolt's going to do. It's just going to fly through it. So it doesn't necessarily have to consolidate above its gray line, but most usually like to do that. So Bolt's going to do what credits is doing. So kind of like blonde, redhead, brunette, this is like your brunette. It's consolidating below, you know, essentially it's weekly 10 EMA, and then it's going to fly above it. So that's what Bolt versus the dollar pair is going to do. And it looks like it should be about ready. It needs to do this for 20 days total. It's at 17 days. So around the week of May 10th, it should be up here. The week of May 17th, it should probably hit this line somewhere between the 17th of May and the 23rd of May. And it should break this line before June 1st. And then it'll really go. So, yeah, break this line around June 1st is my deal now. How did I graph this out? So I was a week too early with these. So honestly, I need to move all of these a week out. Oh, no, I did. That's right. So let me delete these. That ain't going to happen. And kind of like I said, a lot of them are going halfway up. Look, it's going to go halfway up and get rejected right at this. So it's going to get rejected at this wick. So if you want to take profits on Bolt, not market selling, limit sells around 1.53. It's going to get rejected from there, and you can buy it back probably at this wick here at 0.0121. And then it'll take off. And that's pretty good. It's probably like 60% increase if you did that. If you bought it now and sold it here, watch. I bet it's 60. Something like that. Nope, 45. But still, that's pretty good. And then you could buy back even more before it goes off, right? So if you like Bolt, you sell Bolt. So I keep saying, people, mathematically disproven, prove it. Hopefully you guys appreciate like what that means by now. I really hope so. Yeah, I mean, this posturing is just like Bolt. But it's probably going to get rejected from here. So there was a coin that I said the weekly 55, once it gets above, capacity needs to close. Needs to close a candle above this moving average, and then it'll take off. CPC I'm not going to do. It's a dog. Credits is starting to take off. So co-vesting is like a week or two behind credits. So whatever credits just did, co-vesting is probably about ready to do. Yeah, it's at its 10, so. And it'll probably come up here, and once it closes above here, it'll fly. Ooh, I don't like those wicks down. I don't like that at all. Why is it doing that? Let me look at it on the 4-hour. Okay, that looks normal. Yeah, and I took profits there on Trippy. I closed it out, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I would try. I think it's going to start making higher lows. I don't know if it's going to come back down here. I think it's going to start making higher lows. So honestly, market buying right now, you could potentially, actually not potentially, I think statistically you'd be in a very statistically probable winning trade. Honestly, I might do that right now, actually. Let me cover some of your coins first. So you can see me do this live, guys, right? This is my public account, so I think I should be safe doing this. And then I'm going to pick up DAPPT with that. Is there anything else that's up? 30%? Nope. So I'm only going to pick up like $200 of DA, but still, I think it can really skyrocket. So that could turn into $500 pretty easily. But I don't have a lot of free capital, unfortunately, and Trippy. I'm kind of locked into things right now. All right. Don't market buy it yet. Wait for my Trippy order to go through. Oh, God, what is up with Telcoin? That must be a YouTube coin. Everybody's talking about this coin. Shit, I'm going to do a YouTube video on this tomorrow. Clickbait the fuck out of people. But I'm going to try to save some crypto souls so they're not buying it up here. Well, it just broke out. It could keep going for quite a bit. I mean, I would not chase this candle. I would have bought it here, just like I... So, honestly, this is what I think Cardano's getting ready to do, folks. I think Cardano's going to do... Look, actually, let's do this. Look. Tell me this doesn't look identical, right? Besides this candle. Cardano closed one candle here, and then it, but anyway, look at this. So this is like your blonde guy with a red beard, okay? Like on the Matrix analogy, watch. Look at this. So Telcoin, yeah, it's just gonna go higher. Like it's gonna go up. And then Tone, see this? Same thing almost. And then Cardano. You guys seeing my analogy now? The Matrix, redhead, blonde, brunette. This is the blonde guy with a red beard. That's what all three of these coins are. It's fucking identical. I'm telling you, there are only like 5 different shapes in all of crypto this bull run. It's so easy to play this, guys. It's so easy to play this. You just keep tuning in. If it's not making sense yet, just keep watching my videos. You're gonna get it, and you're gonna freaking kick ass. God, Knowles is really on its air right now, and it's getting ready to go even higher, man. All right, so let's do car vertical. I think that's where I left off. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna fly anytime. I think since this is so close, this weekly 89 is so close to current price. It got rejected once. I think this is gonna need to close above here before it takes off. So this has got like a big middle finger shape, unfortunately. This is like the worst shape to have. You want to see something like this, like that. But if it's in the middle, that kind of sucks. You know, you have these points here, these points here. The middle finger means it'll probably take a little longer, but it's going to have to close a week here before it really gets going. But I really don't know if it's going to get rejected from there. It might just close the week up and then the next week really fly. So it could just honestly be straight up from here for this. Damn, that's a lot of times your money. But even if you took profits, that's almost double your money. Yeah, I mean, again, just like DAPPT, and this is why I think I hold this on, this is one I'm betting on here. Car vertical, yeah, it's one of my biggest holdings. See that? It's my 4th biggest holding for this exact reason. I thought it was statistically a very probable winning trade if I just market bought it, and I did. I think I bought it right when it was hitting the line. I didn't buy it under, unfortunately. I didn't have time, but I just market bought it. So it's possible that you do see yourself, when you wake up, down 6%, but you're on a 2 to 3 week time scale. So on small alts, that's how you need to think. And if you're using leverage, okay, honestly, the 5 minute might be pretty good. But if you're in small alts, you have to think weekly. That's why Cryptilian and Crypto Crackhead Nation has a rule. Start with the weekly. Get off the smaller time frames first. If you want to go to the smaller time frames later, sure, but start on the weekly every damn time. If you haven't noticed, that's what I'm doing this whole analysis. Like every YouTube video is the weekly, the weekly, the weekly. All right, so I think it takes 3 minutes to update that I'll have Bitcoin now. Damn, it still didn't. Did it not take my trade? It didn't take it. Oh, because I have them all in limit orders. Shit. See, that's what I said. You have to cancel your orders. Oops. See all my limit orders? So this is okay. So if for those of you who don't believe me that I didn't dump BPro, look. I'm not dumping MTV either. Look at all this. Do you believe me now? This is how I sell. Take a snapshot of this. You should be doing this stuff too, guys and gals. This is how you sell. So where am I selling it at? 1.05 to 1.24. Wow, I'm going for the moon on that. What the hell was I thinking? Let's see what I was thinking. I must be thinking it's going higher. Oh, I'm just selling between these two lines. Okay. And that's why I did have a little free capital because of that. And that's why I was able to buy whatever it was that I bought live. So yeah, I'm trying to sell between these two lines. I probably should have topped it out there though. That's probably a mistake. But it looks like, I don't know. It looks like it's getting its weekly cross. No, I guess that's why I did it. Honestly, I think this might actually just make new highs. I don't know if MTV is going to range, folks. I don't think it's going to range. Fuck, I might cancel those. Yeah, because if it gets rejected, comes down to here, I'll be able to be 20% up. So I will sell it between there. But the weekly is saying it's not going to slow down. This looks like it wants to go. Wow. Only 24 days. Oh my God. Man, this has got a range. I don't believe this. That weekly, the 2 days going to go up too. I don't know. I guess it just got lucky with timing that's when it started ranging. Because honestly, guys, this looks like it's not going to range. And actually, I guess I was thinking that. I think I just get rejected. I might want to cancel those orders and put them up here. I guess I was thinking the right thing, but maybe not even bullish enough. So I'm glad it wouldn't let me sell. I want to sell higher than that, so I'll wait on DAPPT. This is going to move higher and faster in the short term. This is getting ready to go. Shit. Yeah, that's a good cross right there. That's enough to take it to here easily. Shit. So I think my limit order is too low, but whatever. I'll get into another coin that's getting ready to pop. All right, what else we got? EFX. Haven't I already talked about this one? Ooh, this is bad. Even though you have the weekly cross here, it's closing below its 10. I don't buy anything that's closing below its 10 like that, and it's 21. Now, maybe if it was getting, like, if it was building support on its 21, but it's up here. It's below both of them. That's as bad as it gets. This is as bad as a chart as you can be in right now, honestly. Besides Pirate Chain. Even though Pirate Chain's graph isn't bad. Idea's being a little bitch over there. Oh, we already did, man. Yeah, this is... Oh, that's what I was trying to buy by selling MTV. So hopefully MTV does hit some of my sell orders so I can actually... I would rather buy this than DAPPT, actually. This has a lot of pressure built up. Oh, yeah, 50 days. Oh, yeah. This one's going to go pretty high. I bet it goes all the way up to here. Or no, I bet it goes past this and lands on this as support. Actually, I already did this. Look, I already said this. Like, whenever I said that, I think it's going to hit this. I think it's going to hit this, something up here, and then come down. Yeah, I think it's going to hit that. This is going to go on a big run, folks. Whew, 800% run versus Bitcoin. Woo. Man's going to fly. Yeah, it could get rejected here first, actually. You know what? I bet it takes a breather for like 5 days here. And then that will be able to ignore this. Yeah. So you might want to take some profits there just in case, and then maybe buy it back down here, and then it'll probably fly. So I kind of reanalyze my to more a midterm view on man. That's what I got. Those are some good levels. Oh my God, map totally broke the fuck down. Sorry for my language. That's not good. Wow, I'm down a lot. This is my worst trade of the year. Shit. What is going on? So this tells me there's news involved. Something bad has happened. You're not supposed to do this in a bull market. Going down to the weekly 55. I mean, I don't sell bottoms, but I regret buying it at this point, but statistically, this wasn't very likely to happen. This is really bad. This is worse than EFX. Shit. God, how much of my shrimpy accounts in this? Oh, I got rid of most of it? Oh, yes. Good. When did I sell this? Good. I got out of most of my position. Oh, I sold it up here. Hell yes. Oh, that's why you take profits. Oh, good. Yeah, I had a lot. I had like $3,000 of that in Trippy. Whoa, but I took profits. So I'm okay now. If you want to see my trade history on it. Just so you can confirm that what I'm saying is accurate. So I averaged at 148, and I bet it was that wick. Watch, somewhere around here. I didn't get the top of it, but I sold it right there on that upper end. That's not bad. I probably got 35% increase. 30%, yeah. Yeah, I remember it did say 30% up. Yeah, once it was 30% in the green, I saw it hit that, I got out. Most, like 2/3 out. Wow. Good thing I did. Man, this is bad. Guys, you should, like, if anybody holds this, you might want to look out, like, on Reddit. There's something wrong. There's something very wrong here. This is news. Something happened. This might actually go all the way down, folks. There's not a lot stopping this. I guess the weekly 55 could hold it up, but this might make new lows. No, there's nothing holding this up. On the Bitcoin pairing, this is really bad. It has a horizontal. So yeah, I guess it does have the support here. But why the hell would it come down to that? It lost all of its gains. That's bad. Man, good thing I sold that shit. Backs. I held a little bit of backs. Or no, I held BAB. Okay, I didn't hold backs. All right, so be careful on Uniswap. Okay, so listen. If you're using Uniswap a lot, you're really wasting your money on fees. So this is one of those middle finger shapes. It needs to close a weekly candle here. So you need to start on the weekly. This doesn't have a whole lot of price history, but it has enough. You might want to use the daily, actually. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, you can ignore this. This is either wrong or it just doesn't matter. Yeah, it needs to close above here. Once it closes a daily above 76, above 77 with 6 zeros, it's going to fly. But it looks like it's got a lot of work to do, because you have a lot of candle bodies right here, and it's probably going to come up and get rejected. Oh, it already did. Look, see how that wick came almost up perfectly to that? It might get rejected more than once from that, though. Yeah, I think it's going to get rejected more than once. So if you had bought it here, so since it's playing the daily 89, if you see it hit the daily 89, oh God, this is an awesome range. No way. Well, that might be worth the fees on Uniswap. Shit, if you get 2.5x your money a couple times, I'd pay the fees on that. Shit. If you can sell it. I would try to buy it, keep buying it. The daily 89 every time it hit it, and I would try to sell around 67 as much as I could. You might have like 2 and 3 chances to do it. Because its posturing doesn't necessarily say strength yet. It hasn't proven, like, it has a lot of price action, but that's not strong. It's not saying I have built a foundation. It's just like, This is like a choppy ocean over here. Unless the 1 hour is saying something different. It kind of does, actually. But it hasn't made a higher low, so it will get rejected again. It looks like it's going to try this again and come down and make a higher low like this. So you might not be able to buy that daily. It might wick to it. So if you can buy that daily 89, I would, and I'd sell it back there. And then you 2.5x your money. Yeah, so, I mean, I would try to use this as a range for about the month of May. Kind of congruent with my call. May will be the month of ranges. There's not much trading volume in there. You'd be careful with it, though. This has got a lot of work to do. So it already came down to that wick. So did you see what I was doing? You should do this too. You go from the very top, and you start looking at where wicks are. Like, start far left as possible. 80%, probably not going to correct that much. What about this wick there where my cursor is? 76? Yeah, probably not. What about the top of these candles? 71? Maybe. It might come down to 71 and hit its daily 200. But that's a pretty deep correction, so maybe not. Then I move up to this wick here, and guess what? That's exactly where it came down to. It's probably going to hit it again. But it looks like its daily 89 might hold it up. However, it'll probably wick down there. Like on a 1 hour, it's probably going to come back down here. So I would try to snag it. And just to be safe, I wouldn't just put one buy order. I would personally do buy orders just under this daily 89 at 0.00187. And I would do some orders there, and like maybe 10 different orders evenly distributed from there to 0.01 or 0.00167. And then whatever doesn't get initiated, you have to cancel those orders first, and then you mark it by up, and you want to sell it at the same spot. Yeah, it's gonna do it. Yeah, you could probably sell that two more times. You can sell this twice more, and that's double your money. Yeah, you can double your money. So you can 4x your money in literally like 15 days with this. Yeah, there's a lot of money in this range. That's a good range. It looks small, but it's not. It might do something like this. It has, so this is like a girl who dyed her hair purple. It might have a fake out breakout, act like it's going to hold, and then come back down and test this wick. It's going to hit. So now that Maker Dow is coming back down, it's going to hit that wick. It's going to hit it, like with 90% certainty. So if what's it called? You need to watch out for this. If it breaks out, it could get rejected. That's pretty high up. And it won't go that high. It could get rejected from this wick, so you need to be careful for this one. It has a high chance of getting rejected. I really thought MakerDAO was going to break out, but it might. You need to watch out for. Yeah, you might want to take profits at point. Not financial advice, 0.00319, something like that, and maybe just a slightly lower. How much profit would you give if you did that? Yeah, so yeah, that's a good range. That's an average range. and it might break down. But there's no wick here, so maybe it won't. Just watch out for that, because it did just happen on Dow, and these are the same shapes. So typically things with the same shapes, they do the same thing. So be careful with that one, okay? I would honestly just remember this number, and if you hold it, it could be a winning strategy to put some limit sells, similar to how I had on MTV, right? See that? You can put a bunch of limit sells around that line, some over, some at, some below, put it in a range. Just put a crap ton, evenly distribute it, and wherever it hits, you know, you've taken some profit. And if it wicks past, well, you had some orders above it too, right? So do something like I'm doing here on MTV at that line, though. Silo needs to go up. That's my analysis. That's it. Yeah, so I just need to move this over a little bit. Probably do that. Yep, it's probably going to come back down and make a higher low. So you'll have another chance to buy it. Shit, did I sell some of that? Yes, I did. Good. I think I did. Silos only versus... Oh, yeah, I did. 118. Oh, yeah, I sold it at the top of that. Hell yes. Good. So even I play ranges. Now, like, you can see it literally. Like, I literally was doing it, right? It almost looks like it doesn't want to come back down. Yeah, it does. Let me see. It's a 50-50. It might hold strong. It kind of looks like it wants to stay up and break out. Because it's tested this so many times. Honestly, I don't think it's going to do this. I'm going to delete that. I think it's going to hit this and go up. This is just too much. Like 4 to 5 times. And one thing it has going for it, every time it's tried doing this, okay, watch. Where it hit this, where was the 4-hour 10 EMA? Way down here. Where's the 4-hour 10 EMA now? Here. I think it's going to break out. Like tomorrow or the next day. So if you can get it at this line, that could be a winning strategy. Now, financial advice, this is obviously for fun and entertainment, right? Fuck, I haven't checked my Cardano. So why'd you let me forget about my Cardano? Oh, good. Whew. Good. Ugh. Let's see how much in the green I am now. Woo, up $600 in 1 hour. I just made $600 in an hour. Sweet. All right. Don't try this at home. I thought I did UBX, or did I just skip over it? Sorry if I skipped over it. Yeah, I covered. Yeah, I went in depth on this. Am I disconnected? Somebody tell me if you can still hear me. For some reason, I have a feeling that I got disconnected, but I don't know. I still see people typing, but can you confirm you can hear me? You can just say, hey, stupid. Okay. No one's gonna take me up on saying, "Hey, stupid." I sure would have. All right. Okay. I thought I did EX. I thought I did this, guys. This is the one that looks like Dash, I thought. Yeah, on the yeah, I already did this. You just need to rewind. It's going to do what Dash does on the weekly. Yeah, it is that. This is Dash. So whatever Dash does on an ROI percentage, this probably has a lot of ROI in it. All right, so whatever run this did last time, it'll probably do 70% of it. Holy fuck. That did more than 5. Oh my god. This might have actually a lot. Oh my god. All right, nope, this is a horrible coin, everybody. We're going to move on from this one. What does this trade on? Well, I'm glad I went back over it. I missed that part. That's why that measuring tool is so important for relativity. What the hell? Please tell me it trades on something good. Bittrex is okay. Volume form. Oh, it has the same volume as Pirate Chain. Ah, with 1 million cap. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that weird? 1 million cap, the same volume as Pirate Chain with 1 billion? Ah, that seems to match up pretty well, huh? Guys, if you hold Pirate Chain, you need to watch out. I'm serious. I am so serious about what I'm saying. Like, just be careful. Holy cow. What did I say? 70% of it? Shit, I can't remember my freaking number. Sorry. Was it 680? 700,000. So like 55,000 or 550,000. It's probably going to go to $173. As weird as that sounds, honestly, I think that's for it to get within 20% of that is I think it's statistically probable. Holy cow. Oh. Nope, horrible coin. Moving on. Definitely stay away from that one. Stay away from that coin. Very, very bad project. I think this project's dead. Horrible coin, guys. That EXL, whatever, EXCL. It's going to be taken off CoinMarketCap. It's so bad. Oh, this is Link. I was going to say, that's a strong graph, but yeah. Link is among the best projects in the whole space right now. It honestly. Now, Link deserves the YouTube hype. Phantom deserves YouTube hype. I mean, honestly, 𝐿ME kind of does too. As much as I bash 𝐿ME, it's being used by people, like literally tens of thousands of people, even though I think it's worthless doing NFTs for like digital crap, but maybe NFTs can be used in the future, but whatever. Its current state, I think it's kind of unworld, like not real value, but it's being used. So I guess almost no other crypto could say that besides transacting in Bitcoin in Japan, South Korea. That's being used. Bitcoin Cash is, hell, I use Bitcoin Cash. I use Litecoin. I don't use any other crypto in my life. Yeah, what crypto do you actually use in your life, right? So actually, 𝐿ME does deserve the. So I, as much as I bash 𝐿ME because it hit its market cap and it's fucking dishonest. But a lot of projects are doing that. They're lying to the investors. So you're buying it thinking it's cheap, and it's not. It's already overvalued. And it was. It started off too high, folks. It started off like, okay, literally, this is what the 𝐻𝐻𝐾 company did. They literally just said, we're a company. We're going to create some value, but we are worth 300 million right now on day one. And they sold you the coins without telling you that their market cap is 300 million, but the price was so small because they had so many coin circ. They hid it from you on purpose. And that's what BPRO did too. They hid it from you on purpose. Now, I mean, I hold BPRO, but it's not just BPRO and 𝐻𝐻𝐾. Like, that is the worst thing about this bull run, even though comparatively to 2017, way cleaner bull run. Like, you guys are so lucky to be here. And I've said that so many, like multiple, and it's true. So if that's the worst thing that's going on in the space, that's not bad. But so when I talk badly about 𝐻𝐻𝐾, it's kind of how I talk badly about Cardano. It's not the project. Actually, I do talk bad about the project Cardano because it doesn't have a product. That's worth more for. But I think it could be overvalued. I'm trying to say that stuff to protect people from buying it at a penny for it to go down to 0.005, right? And that's exactly what freaking happened. Because I already knew it was overvalued. Or no, it's Link. Is this all the price? Okay, it's just straight up the whole fucking time. Dang. Up. Honestly, you know, even though on a daily scale, if you market bot, you could see yourself down 15%, but within a week and a half, you're going to be up. Now, would I market buy it here? No. Well, actually, maybe I would. I mean, it looks like it just consolidated and broke out. Honestly, you could be pretty safe market buying that shit. I think the next several days are going to be green. Now, if Ethereum doesn't... It kind of depends on Ethereum, though. Ooh, yes, it's getting above that. Yes. Oh, thank you. Goodness. Yes. Okay, so if Ethereum does actually not get... if it doesn't get blocked by here and go down, then Chainlink will stay green like for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And market buying it now, you won't be in the red. Statistically likely, you have a pretty good chance of not being in the red ever until the bear market. But even if Ethereum did this, got blocked, and then screamed up, actually I should move this out, and then screamed up by getting blocked, Chainlink would still have like 3, 4 green days in a row. But if Ethereum did this, got blocked, pressure, went down, then Chainlink would have about 3 or 4 red days. So in that sense, you would be down on your money if you bought it. So personally, my choice on Chainlink I would wait on Ethereum. If Ethereum starts coming up here, okay, maybe I'd buy it. But I would not buy Chainlink or anything until that point. Because Ethereum is pulling the whole freaking market, people. It's whatever Ethereum does. Ethereum's the big boy right now. He's the... Yeah. So if you are planning on buying anything, hell, if you're planning on buying Bitcoin, you need to look at Ethereum first. I'm telling you, like, I cannot drive that in your head enough. You need to look. Oh no, this doesn't trade. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. I don't got, that's not a ticker, man. A Lu? Is it a Luna? I hope this is under 20 million cap. I bet it looks like it's like a 5 million or under, but it's not even on. Are you, are you sure it's not ALN? Hey man, Homo Nihilus. I don't know, man. Sorry. But I don't think that's the right coin. I think I'm doing the wrong one. Is this Pokemon? The Pokedex? Fuck yeah. Pokemon is on the blockchain? That's awesome. I need to get more water. Is this not Pokedex? Please tell me, like, Ash, you know? Like, with his baseball cap. He's over here, like, he's over here, throwing a Pokeball. And Pokemon Go! Pikachu! Alright. I played the crap out of Pokemon when I played Pokemon Red and Blue on just the black and white Game Boy. I think I was in, no, I wasn't. I still remember where I played it. And I played Mortal Kombat a lot. I played the Mortal Kombat, like the second or third one, where it had the character, it was a woman, but she had 4 arms, and her major move was to jump off the screen and come stomp people. Dude, I could beat the game so easily. Like, that was too powerful of a move. Like, it was so easy to win. It was like a cheat code, but in the game normally, I was like, what's the point of having this if you can just beat everybody by jumping on them? Like, that's so stupid. All right. This has got a lot of work to do. So remember the importance of the 15-minute 200 EMA on Ethereum, right? Ethereum is working on top of it, and I'm getting scared that it goes down, right? On top of it. This is continuously living below it as, wait. There. This has been below it, and it's not even close to getting above it. So this son of a bitch needs some Viagra to get up. Like, this has got some work to do. Oh, that's only 3 days, so I guess that's not that bad. Let me get off the small. So that's why you get off the small time frames. Yeah, that's still bad. Yeah, so the 15-minute got it right. I don't know. It looks like it's going to come all the way back down to this wick. I would try to play a wick. Just, you need to start looking at wicks and where they line up. So look at this wick here. I would try to buy it there. I would try to buy some here. Yeah, between those two. It's going to go between those two again. It will not just go straight up. So I would try to put limit buys, like maybe 10 of them. So if you have $100, put 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 between these lines, and those lines are 1659 and 1580, and you'll pick it up. Now, the ones that don't, let's say price only comes down to here, and it doesn't pick up the last 2, then you cancel those in your, whatever trading site, and then you can market buy on the way up, because it's probably going to go up. That's how you play it, okay? That is, like, really good. I mean, like, telling you those strategies is really good free information. Because you know there aren't other traders showing you this shit. There ain't anybody showing you that stuff. Like exactly how to buy stuff, right? They're not doing it. They're just telling you to go long on BitMax, 10x leverage. Gosh. I honestly can't believe YouTube has not shut those. Like, I honestly can't believe YouTube brands and channels can survive by condoning leveraged gambling. I'm actually shocked. Yeah, so this is a pretty easy play. And plus it aligns with these wicks here. So yeah, these wicks, these wicks, these wicks, this is where it's going. This is an easy buy area. So easy. And then it's going to come right back up and probably get rejected. Now, it'll probably hang out here. It might come all the way up to there. So this actually isn't that. So this is a really young coin. And actually, it might not stop there. It might just go all the way back up. If I didn't know any better. But, you know, if Ethereum does get bullish, I don't know if it would stop here. It kind of looked like, I don't know. It kind of looks like it's going to do a soft landing and take off. And then it might come back down to this. I kind of think it's going to do this. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but this is just my gut feel off of the shape. I haven't seen a shape like this before, and I think I kind of like it. It's kind of like a oscillate. I don't know. The posturing says it's not going to get rejected when it goes back up. I don't know why I'm thinking that, because I've never seen it before. This is a very interesting shape. So I kind of like this graph because I've never seen it before. Finally, something new. This is like an albino child, right? Yeah, honestly, I think if you pick it up there, you might be pretty good in the green the rest of the year. And personally, I don't know if I would take profits there. It's too low. It's only, I think it's going to go straight up to here, range, and go up. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. I don't feel confident in that analysis, like up here, but I'm just for some reason feeling that way pretty strongly, and I don't know. I really don't know why. Maybe I'm just being stupid. But something about it's telling me it's not going to slow down like all the other coins are. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Maybe my ribbons will visualize. Let me take off price. Why I'm feeling that way. I don't know. I'm not very confident in that analysis, but my gut is sure telling me it is. But my brain is saying, no, dude, this doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's my analysis, though. So I don't have a very good analysis. I have a gut feel, and that's it. There's just not much price history to work off of. So my gut feel is what you're going to be left with. Jeez, you viewers aren't dropping off. You guys are really into this. Jeez. I kind of want to get off, but you guys aren't leaving. Yeah, I think it's gonna go a lot higher. I don't know what it is though. I might just be being stupid. So warning, it might be being stupid right now. I don't know. I honestly, I would try to pick it up there. I might try to buy. What is it? What does it trade on? I don't know. I got a feeling, and I don't know why. You know, I don't know if you're part of the Patreon community, but if what was your name? So you're finally somebody give me a coin with a graph I've never seen before. Shit, where'd you go? Ugh. Oh shit, a lot of people were asking for that. Sorry guys. Lit Dog. Oh god, you guys have been asking for it for a while. Sorry. So Lit Dog, or one of you three, if you're still listening, oh, it's on KuCoin. Sweet. I'm gonna keep that open. I like that. I don't know why I like it, but I'm gonna put that on Shrimpy too. I'm gonna put some limit buys down there, and I'm probably gonna put it on my personal account too on KuCoin. I don't know. It's saying something to me, and I will just go with my gut, even if it screws me like I got screwed on Matt. But I'm kind of interested now. Oh, so it looks like BPro's what they copied BPro's website. That's smart. That's beautiful. Oh, that's a very, very, very good looking website. Look at BPro's. DeFi right there. Look. DeFi right there, then the computer screen. That's smart. Are you sure these aren't the same people? So these are some smart people. I like what they have done here. Looks really good. These guys are creative and smart. Damn. I don't know. I might get into that. 34? That's about right. I don't know. I like it. I don't know why, but I like it. That's rare that I like something that somebody suggests. Yeah, I mean, I can just tell from their website what they've done. They've taken, what they know has been successful, and they put DeFi right there. So they're catering to, noobs who just say, oh, DeFi, I'm buying it, right? So I like that. I personally like that. I try to buy coins before other people. That's actually why I chose BPro, because it just fucking said BPro. It said DeFi at the top of the page. That was my big thing. Like, oh, sweet. So in 2017, all the coins that said Ethereum killer or Chinese Ethereum, they all went to like 2 billion. It was so stupid. Just because people said it's the next Ethereum. And this run, it's DeFi and NFTs. And now, even though they have nothing to do with each other, now projects are mixing both together, like BPro. Hey, we're DeFi, but we're going to put NFTs. Like, God damn, are you people serious? You're just like putting Legos together, building a company. Let's take all the hype words. But that's crypto for you. None of these companies are even going to, like, hardly any of these companies are even going to be real companies, I'm telling you that. So just, that's why I like monetary coins, because they're already done. But just, now, make money off of it, sure. But yeah, everything's if they accomplish. But VeChain still doesn't have customers using their blockchain. Fucking 5 years later. Hasn't accomplished jack shit. Because its blockchain doesn't have customers on it. It's just making promises. Like, I mean, I like its graph, so I can't give it a hard time, but get some customers on your blockchain and be a real business. Like, you haven't proved that you're a real business yet. So, I don't know, just be careful, folks. And hopefully you've seen my market crashes video. That's why everything crashes so hard. Because these aren't real companies. These are promises. I'm telling you. Now, the day that things like Ethereum, now Ethereum is real now, but once companies become real companies, Tone, Ethereum, like Tone has revenue of like $50 million. They're way cash flow positive. They're just very undervalued in terms of crypto relativity. Now, on the stock market, yeah, they actually deserve to be about a 20 million cap project or company. That's about right. And things like Ford Motor Company and automotive companies, their market cap is below their revenue. Like Hyundai's revenue is above its market cap, right? As opposed to its revenue being zero and its market cap 42 billion. It's the opposite in traditional markets. So none of these companies deserve to have the market cap they do. It's everything is overvalued besides Bitcoin, essentially. I think even Ethereum is technically, well, maybe Ethereum isn't. I don't know. Maybe Ethereum actually is. I take that back. Bitcoin and Ethereum are not overvalued. Tone is not overvalued. But pretty much everything else is. That's why they all lose 98 to 99% of their value, because it's not worth that much, right? So be careful. Make sure you're taking profits in December, if not fully exiting crypto, just to be safe. Not financial advice, but that's my rant. But I do like this relative to crypto, because I've already accepted that none of this is real. Like these like 98%, 99% of these companies will not be here in 10 years. They'll all be dead. Like, and most of them will never have had a customer. It's just a website with a promise. And honestly, if I had to make a bet, I don't know if this is probable. I would bet Charles Hoskins, whatever his name is, I bet he runs off with everybody's money and never has a single customer. I bet that's what happens. Mark my fucking words. He's gonna run with everybody's money, I'm telling you. Now, do I know that? Am I trying to hurt a brand? Not necessarily. But if I had to make a bet on Augur, I would bet on that. I would create the bet and bet hard on it. Not bet, nah. I would put like $1,000 on it. So I would. And I would love to put 1,000, because I'd probably have like 1 to 1,000 odds, or like really bad odds, and I don't know. I think I could have a good chance of winning it. So be careful with your crypto, folks. None of these companies are actually doing anything. Okay, Bitcoin is not a company; it's just it's a form of money. So monetary coins are excluded out of that. I mean, really, Tone and Ethereum. I guess, Polkadot is true. So Polkadot has revenue. I take that back. There are some more. Binance Coin, obviously, right? So Binance Coin is real. I take that back. There are more this run. But for example, the gist of what I'm saying is accurate. But there are probably like, there might be 50 non-monetary coins that actually turn a profit. Maybe. Or no, 50 that actually have some form of revenue. I bet there are only like 5 that have a profit. But Ethereum and Polkadot are 2 that do. Yeah, co-vesting is probably going to be in a group of coins, just with credits, with Silo. They're all going to run in a pack to the same market cap at the same time in the last 2 raw, and I'm thinking it's going to be about 350 million cap. So take 350 million divided by co-vesting's CoinCirc, and that's your answer. Because last time the pack ran, almost everything went up to like 150 million, even like lower coins. They just all ran like a pack of wolves or a pack of dogs to the same place, and they all tanked 99%. And I think this time it's going to be 350 million. So co-vesting will probably at 350 million divided by CoinCirc. That's your price, exact price. Actually, let's just do it right here. All right, I'm getting tired, guys. I can't believe you guys are still on this call. Jeez. You guys must be really into this. All right. 18 million, is that 18? So this will be your price. $19.40. Like that? That's my guess. All right. Let me do Dego and make sure I didn't miss any comment of our community coins. And then I gotta go. Well, be careful. If it breaks this support, it's going to go down to here. So if you guys haven't noticed, wicks are really important, right? I mean, I honestly, when it wicks like this, not like a bunch of wicks, I mean, actually wicks do count for something. If it breaks below this, it's going to come down quite a bit, and that's a pretty big percentage. So that could be like MAP breaking down. So that's only 10%. That's not that bad. But you need to be careful for that, because if you try to buy this line thinking it's support, it's got an okay chance of breaking down below. Let's look at the daily. Ooh, the daily Stokes are really high. Ooh. If it doesn't turn up and break up, it's going to hit that line. But right now, the daily Stokes are saying it's getting ready to go up. So right now, if I had to make a bet, I would bet on up. with the price 60% likelihood. I think you do have house odds, actually. And it's closing at the daily ribbons. Yeah, it's probably going to go up. But if you don't see it closing candles above, like here, you need to plan to get it down here. Okay? All right. Yeah, Play is one of my common coins. My personal account, I hold quite a bit of Play. I bought it down here before it was breaking out because this was like the weekly cross. I bought the retrace. And I think I only put like $1,000 in it. It got pretty high. Yeah, turn it. Yeah, because my Play bag did get up to like 5,600, so I might have put like $1,200 in it. But jar, I just put a lot more. And on MTV, I put like 4,200, something like that, 4,500, and they got up to $100,000. My MTV alone. It's the power of small alts, people. Small cap coins are where it's at. You gotta make so much more money. So finally, a coin that went to the top of the range, right? And this is why, like on MTV, I have all those sell orders like this, because you don't know how high it's going to go. So in this case, all I would have had to do is cancel one sell order and market sell just a tiny bit, and I won't dump price. Okay, so look, this is a perfect visual of why. Okay, see this? Look, you don't know where it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to get rejected from here. So you just put a shit ton of sell orders all evenly distributed from here to here. And that's what I literally am doing with MTV. Look, see this? But Play is doing something that most coins aren't doing. It's ranging like everything was ranging in March and February. In April, I mean, not April, but March and February, everything was going to the top of its range and coming back down. Much more profitable. So this means it's probably a little stronger than a lot of the coins. I mean, in terms of all things relative, maybe strength divided by market cap, Play in that equation is stronger than Harmony right now. Relative to its market cap, this has more buy pressure under it, period. Because Harmony's market cap is so big, it's being divided by a much bigger number, right? Play has more, yeah, and so that's what you, that's actually what you want. You want the formula to be bigger in terms of your ROI and how quickly it goes up. That's all that matters, is this relative, that equation, essentially. The vector of force up divided by market cap. And in that equation, Plays is bigger than Harmony 1. Much bigger. Harmony 1's dogging right now. But actually not dogging. No, it's actually normal. Almost all coins are doing that. But yeah, honestly, I bet Play recovers right there. Right. So let's go to the 2 hour though. I think it's 2 hour what? Midterm? So I like to see it, and no, maybe not. Nope. It kind of looks like let's come down. So remember my rule about the 2 hour ribbons, and I only give this out on Patreon to crackhead tier and above. But when you see price on the 2 hour go up, and it does not close within the ribbons when the 2 hour Stokes come here, it's likely going to make a lower low. So honestly, I think it's a 50-50 that it comes here. It might give it one more try, and then the 2 hour Stokes go like this, come all the way down, and then it closes in the ribbons like this. That's possible, but I think it's 50-50 between what I just said and hitting this line. It might come down to like another 10% farther from this line. This looks like, yeah, almost exactly 10%. So it's a 50-50 between those options. Now, I think it would stick this line, though. Honestly, it might actually stick it higher. I missed one. Look. If it comes down, it's only going to come down to here. I missed this. It'll stop right, so about 6% lower. But it's a 50-50. All right, let me do, what common coins am I missing here? Ruby. I haven't done Ruby. Fuck, that is strong as shit. I think I say that every time I see Ruby's graph. This is VeChain. Look, watch. This literally is VeChain. Look, seriously. Watch. Okay, look at this graph. Watch. I got to zoom out though. Look. Well, VeChain's is longer, so let me go like this. There, like this. See that? Gray line, 1 hour midterm. Okay, came down, like, you know, made a lower high on it, and go back to Ruby. Ruby's a little bit more volatile. I take that back. VeChain was like this, but it's the same shape. So this is a squirrel. These are flying squirrels. Did VeChain hit its line? If VeChain hit its line, so Ruby's gonna hit its line. And yes, that's my analysis. I know it sounds weird, but they're all taking the same form. I'm telling you, like, that is honestly a legit. So remember, there was a trader who I fully respect, even though he was like haunting me for probably 2 weeks until he realized I was right, and then he stopped. Obviously, he said, "I've heard educated comments," and he did air quotes. I heard educated comments out there that Bitcoin on the monthly won't have a 7th green candle in a row. And he goes, "That's not technical analysis. That's ridiculous." And look what's happened. 2 red in a row. Even though I don't think this will close red. But that one red. 7th, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it's never happened before, so therefore, that trend is 100% throughout the life of Bitcoin, and this one bull run is not the whole life of Bitcoin. Therefore, the trend of no 7 green in a row is stronger than this market trend, period. That's just how it works. It is technical analysis, and so saying that Ruby is going to hit that line because VeChain did, it might sound as ridiculous as my correctly guessing this was the 7th month was going to turn red, but I'm telling you that is how it works. Like, with a statistically very high likelihood, right? Fucking hey, VeChain is strong. VeChain might not have a single red month. Holy shit! Yeah, it probably will in September. It'll have one. It'll probably be September. Or, yeah. It might be August. August or September. This is incredible, people. I wonder what Chainlinks looks like on monthly. Are they all green? Nope. So Chainlinks had some healthy corrections. Chainlinks is actually healthier than VeChain's right now. Just a little bit. I mean, VeChain's is still looking good, but it needs... Yeah, VeChain is Chainlink is stair step too. All right. Well, did I do Ruby? Okay. No, it wasn't. No one asked for that. I'm just trying to get through my comment points. I gotta go. That looks good. So Sarah's gonna do like what Cardano and Tone. Once it closes a week above $34.56 or $30, 34.55 cents, it's gonna fly. Shaw, it's ready to go. It's actually gonna break this. So kind of like that one coin where I said, was it Polkadex? It was Polkadex. So even though it's not the same shape, but I think Shaw's just gonna break through. I don't know. I'm just getting that feeling. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna range. Even though here, when I did my last analysis, I thought maybe it'll actually, maybe it will get rejected and then go. Let's go down to the 4 hours, see what this is. Hold on. Yeah, it'll get rejected because it can't just screen past that line. So honestly, taking profits about now and showing might not be a horrible idea. Watch me sell this, and then it just fucking flies. Was it Silo that was down? What did I want to buy? Oh, no. Polkadex. So you can watch me do this live. Okay, well, I won't. So when I'm on Shrimpy, I got to be like socially responsible for all my people who hold Safe Haven. If I sell even a little bit on this, people who follow me are going to be selling, and it can really move price. So I honestly, I can't market sell that much of it. It's just irresponsible if I did. I mean, I guess I could if I were a jackass. I mean, sometimes I am a jackass, but sell a fifth of so less than a fifth. But I want to start getting a little bit of a I want to get some Pokedex, some Ash and Pokemon. I want some Pokemon. I always like how they say it in the Japanese cartoons. Silo's gonna bust up people. Silo's gonna go. Shit. Pokemon. Gosh. I don't know. I can't read Toko. I don't know if it's gonna come down or stay stable. This is a no trade zone. So this is one of these things that, so okay, finally, a coin that I can't read. I don't think anybody can read that. I think there is no statistically probable trade here. It's in the middle of a range, and it kind of looks strong, but it kind of says it wants to come down and form some higher lows. So this is one coin I actually can't make a good guess. No matter which guess I make, I feel that I don't have a statistical probable likelihood, right? So I'm not just some jackass YouTuber guy who, you know, I see this and it's going to happen. Like, no, a lot of times I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. So even with Pokedex, I admit it, I don't know, but I just have a gut. But here, I do know. I know that I definitely don't know. So I would stay out of this until it decides. I would want to see if it got rejected from this again, but if it starts breaking up, I would probably market buy it and then be ready for it to get rejected from there. I'd probably take a little bit of profits there as long as it's like 20% higher. So this would be my play. I would do it like perhaps the person that mocked me. He plays levels. I would play levels in if then. If higher, then buy. If lower, then sell or whatever, short or whatever, even though you can't short this coin. But for example, so the best you can do is levels. But typically I'm more of an intuitive trader. I can tell where it's going to go with a probability, and most people don't trade like that. And I guess that's why my channel has done well, because I'm the only person who's doing that. But I can't tell on this one, folks. I don't know what that one's going to do. So, yeah, I don't know. See, look at this. Even the weekly Stokes, they're down but up. Look at this. Look, one's down, one's up. So, isn't that crazy how that works? My gut tells me I can't know, and the weekly Stokes don't know what the hell they're doing either. That's funny. So maybe my gut's telling me right. Like, I don't know. That's funny. All right. Okay. Let me get through these. So I already did Trias, VRA, Veracity. Veracity looks like it wants to hit that one more time. Got it. It might use this as support, though. This is another one. I actually don't know. Gosh. I would use levels on this too. I would love to buy it here, but if I'm looking to pick up more, I would be ready for it to start heading up. And if the daily Stokes really start heading, look at this. The daily Stokes are doing the same thing. Look, isn't this crazy? How can I get that much of a read on it? Look, this doesn't know which way it's going to go either. Even the Stokes are saying it. Like, it's undecided. There is no statistically probable trade. I don't know, man. Maybe I do have a really good gut feel. So maybe I should buy Pokedex. My gut is really on fire right now. There is no statistically probable guess here. You can't make a statistically probable guess on this. And I could tell just by looking at the price. It's in the middle of the trade zone, and that's the hard, like that. Honestly, that's the stupidest place to buy or sell. You don't buy or sell in the middle of ranges. And that's probably why it's statistically unlikely. All right, okay, Cap B, then I gotta go, guys. Or Cap B. Oh, Cap. I thought I did Cap. Do you really think the bull run will last till you say it will? Won't people be a little more wise to predict? Yeah. Okay, so that actually is a good question. Yes. If anything, I think the bull run might actually end. I think, yeah, I think it could end earlier, and I think it's because of the exact reason people are saying it might go longer. Those institutional buyers, yeah, they might be taking stuff off chain and stuff right now, but those people aren't really believers in Bitcoin. They're believers in ROI. So if they obviously know with all their analysts that Bitcoin historically goes down 85% and starting in December takes a whole year to do so, and they know other people are hoarding Bitcoin too, what are they going to want to do? They're freaking going to front run the sell. And they're going to market dump it. And then once one institution does that, more of them, and then we're going to be sitting in November with the beginning of a bear market. Honestly, I think the bear market might begin in November, if anything. So yeah, that is a good question. However, statistical, probabilities, I think it's still probable that it ends around just before Christmas. Bitcoin starts going below its weekly 10 EMA, somewhere around there, just because of what's always happened. I think it's statistically slightly more probable. But yes, that is a very good question. And it's kind of, I think it's ironic that the people who are justifying, no, it's different this time. Actually, yeah. And if it's different, it's going to end earlier, not later. Seriously. Or what will happen is this. Look, this is my second guess. Watch. Honestly, watch this. Since you fools are staying tuned so long, not fools, you're not fools, but you guys are, I can't believe you're still, I expect this to end way longer. But I think this could happen. I think the front run could happen like this, and then they buy it all back after they scare everybody out. I think we could have a 70% flash, booyah. And if it happens, it will happen faster than this. It will not take 6 months, because those same sellers who sold it down like this and then let the rest of the scared people sell, they're gonna buy it back way faster than 100 days. So honestly, I think something like this could happen because of the institutional buyers, and then it could be different this time, that it lasts till May because this might happen. You see what I'm saying? So I think one of those, so first most probable, I think, is the same, December. Okay, or let me just do December. I think second and third, kind of like maybe together, just of most probables, is flash crash and then up, mixed with November bear. Those are my top 3 guesses for how the bear market begins. However, I would prefer this. I would make so much money if this happened. Oh my God, that was, like, you have a second chance to see another whole bull run, and faster. Like, oh my God, I hope that happens so much. I hope it's so hard. TJ, you super chatted. What do you want? Yeah, Tennessee and Indiana are on the same. Well, unless you're in Western Tennessee. Tennessee's long as hell. I think Memphis is on Central, isn't it? I'm almost certain it is. I can freaking spell. Yeah, it's on Central. No, nothing. Thanks. Mark. No, you can name your girls Timma. 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 East Tennessee, yeah, Bristol. Yeah, so you live in a is Bristol up by Kingston? Or by not what is it? No, I'm thinking of damn it. What's that really cool interstate in the northeast that goes to Asheville? If you is it I-40? That's like the coolest road in the whole, well, maybe not the whole world, like in the Alps would probably be the coolest, but it's I-40? Yeah, I-40. And where's Bristol? Yeah, I-40, that is the coolest road in America. Where's Bristol? Oh yeah, you are up there. Yeah, exactly. What's the K word I was looking? Oh, Kingsport. Yeah, so that was a good guess. All right, yeah. If I ever ride a motorcycle, which I'm kind of scared of them because I don't want a 16-year-old person on their phone trading Omi to kill me. I would love to ride I-40 all the way to Asheville and then drive it back. That is just like right here. It's just so. It's just. I think it starts getting cool about right there where, yeah, and then it starts going, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Gosh. All right, DAC. Thanks, DJ. All right, so DACC. Ooh, okay, well, we'll ignore that red. This is like this is like the Empire State Building of red dildos. But we'll ignore that red dildo that's just slapping us in the face over here. This is dead. So, I mean, it's off the charts dead. I mean, I don't know. I would not do this. No. But maybe I'm missing something. Let's see. So don't buy something just because it's low. That's not the same coin. It must have high coin circ. Oh yeah. 30 billion, yeah, that's why. So maybe it's not dead. No, I take that back. It's just got high coin circ, and that's what happens. It's got a cap of like 1 million or less. I guess I take that back. Maybe it's not dead, but it did start in the bear market. It might be gone by now. Where is it? I guarantee you it did not say DeFi in 2018, 2019, or 2020. I guarantee. So that makes me hesitant. This makes me think, I guarantee you, is there a way to look on Google the snapshots of websites of years? It did not say this. That makes me really hesitant. Okay, it did not say DeFi just a year ago. Okay, they're doing this to potentially sell their bags on you if my hunch is correct. However, I don't know anything about it, so I don't want to talk badly about it, but that's what's going through my mind, thinking out loud. So let's go to the community. And I could be wrong. Maybe they're saying DeFi back before DeFi was DeFi, right? So, and they're saying NFTs too. See? Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, crypto is so ridiculous. But there's so much money in it. And all I really want is more Bitcoin and more Monero. And Deep Onion. I would hold Deep Onion too. That's all the reason I'm here, folks. I want more Bitcoin and more Monero, essentially. And honestly, I might want more Ethereum. Okay, so where did it start saying DeFi? At the end of 2020. Okay, that's fair. A little longer than I thought. October 2020. August 2020. Well, no, that's not a year ago. But it did say this a lot longer back than I would have anticipated. So I do take back what I said. So this probably isn't dead. Huh. I'm actually kind of impressed right now. This was DeFi before DeFi was DeFi. Why isn't this any bigger? Fuck. What? Did it just not be able to pay exchanges? It's on KuCoin. I'll save this one too. This could be like a moonshot coin. And it worked for me pretty well on MTV. So I would ignore this. It's just that's high coin circuit, low cap. That's what happens. I don't know. I'm actually kind of impressed right now. I'm very, very surprised that this. Why is a first, a pioneer of DeFi not bigger? Okay, did anybody tell me why this is not, like, what's going on here? It's on a good exchange. Oh. Yeah, BPRO can still hit 6 to 8 cents in May. Yes. Now, do I think it's probable that it will? I will say no by the end of this week if it doesn't get close to 2.4 cents. If it doesn't get close to 2.4 cents, like 2.1, 2.2, then let me look at just the naked chart. So if this week closes even at 1.8, let's say it closes at 2. Next week closes at 3. Next week closes at 4.7. The next week would be even bigger. Yes, it can hit 8 cents, absolutely. But this week is going to have to do some work. This week has to flip green. And not just flip green, it's got to be deep into the green. Yeah, it absolutely can. But if this week closes, like, not this big and green, it ain't going to happen. You would have to move everything over a week, and it'd be doing it the first week of June at the earliest. But yeah, it absolutely can happen. That's not even that aggressive of a move. Shit, Tone just did that much higher and come crashing down. That's not very much. Seriously, like, over here, 200%, yeah, that's nothing. That does look pretty aggressive, though, doesn't it? But remember those lines. That is just hitting the bottom trend line. So yeah, it absolutely could. Yeah, doesn't that look reasonable? I mean, it looks pretty hot and aggressive, but it's for crypto. That's pretty freaking reasonable. All right, Cap. Yeah, I mean, I have good ambitions for Cap. I think I'm holding quite a bit of it, or I was. Yeah. So Car Vertical and Cap, I really think are going to pop, and I guess DAPPT too. I really think these two are going to start flying. So I hold these on Trimpy with my account. So I'm up $4,700 in like 7 days. Starting with like $17,800. Yeah, I think just like BPRO, I think this is going to start going straight up. Yeah, like this is closing very nice candles right at and above the 10 simple. So this one might not start going until next week, but this one might flip green. Closes there and then flies. Yeah, so all it has to do is close here. So it didn't have to close that high. Watch. Just it needs to close there, and then it's gonna freaking scream. So all it needs to do is close above 45.80, and then it's gonna go like this. Like it's. I mean, it's gonna go. It's gonna skip like 2 of these. Oh yeah, I've already done this. Look. Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna. Yeah, see, I had the same mentality over here. It's gonna skip 2 lines, and it's gonna come rest on one. So I'm gonna keep that there. I think something like that. Actually, let me make this slightly more professional looking. Now that I've discovered how to use TradingView slightly better after everybody giving me tips. Oh no, not that one. Yeah, that week would be a big week. Something like that. Yep, that makes perfect sense. I think it's going to get hot, man, and that's like a 500% run versus Bitcoin. 300, yeah, easily. That could happen. That's my guess. Did I not finish DAC? Well, I can't do technical. It's not on here. Like I just said I like what I saw, so I'm probably gonna pick some up. The Moonshot coin up. I mean, there's nothing to see. But I did like that. The only analysis I could do was fundamental analysis. And as much as I talk shit about people who do fundamentals, I don't have a graph to look off of, but I liked what I saw elsewhere. Yeah, so I did a fundamental analysis. It was DeFi before DeFi was DeFi. Like this is like a first mover and shaker of no, I think I skipped. Yeah, I did AXPR a while ago, but yeah, kind of similar with XPR. And XPR is ready. Look, all it has to do is close this week here. Like it has 2 days to come back up, and it's gonna freaking go. So I have to move everything over a week. Like that. This week needs to close above 77. 76, 77, then it'll fly. And it's going to skip a few lines, I'm telling you. Honestly, I like the shape of this one a lot. It might actually have to close above this. Ugh. Gosh. I think this is going to come into play. Damn it. I might have to move him over one entire way. No, maybe it won't. I don't know. It's hard to... No, you know what? I don't think it will respect... I think it'll respect this. It just needs to close over this and it'll go up. Well, I think that would mean they rebranded, because that's during the bear market. They didn't do that just because they saw the bull market in force necessarily, and they want to steal investors' money. There wasn't a lot of investor money then. So I think that was an honest gap where they were rebranding and they became DeFi like as a first mover. I bet you can't find many websites that had said DeFi on it in freaking middle of 2020. I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant to that because I didn't stay on top of the buzzwords and stuff, but that's a pretty early mover of it. So Play had a gap too, and it's because it got acquired by another company, and clearly during acquisition, you're not doing marketing, right? It's the first thing to go, you stop. You just try not to have sales and production stop, like if you're in manufacturing or something. So that gap might be rebranding. You know, take some time off. It's the bear market. Let's get a game plan, business plan, redo this. And it might have changed hands of owners. So now had that happened between August 2020 and January 2021, hell yeah, they're trying to steal your, they're trying to sell you their bags they never got rid of, and the project's dead, they're never coming back. But yeah, so I wouldn't be worried about that. All right, guys. Good morning. Yeah, good. Yeah, don't rub it in. It's late here. I'm trying to get off here, but I still have so many people on. It's just like, gosh. You people must really like crypto. You guys are freaking, so it's all crackheads. All the cryptillions are freaking sleeping right now. Good morning, Albert. But hey, yeah, I need to save that one as well. Did I save that? And honestly, it's statistically kind of likely that it could, but you can't put a lot of money into it. That's the problem. You can only put like, you could inch in $100 at a time, try to get $1,000. Yeah, you can maybe get $1,000 in it without really skyrocketing the price, but don't market buy more than like $80 at a time. You'll want to do market buy, stop, like, 5 minutes at least. Let the candle come back down. Let the wick come back down. $80, stop. That's how you play micro caps. You cannot buy $300 and $400 at a time because you're going to be buying most of that at like 20% higher or 18% higher than current price. So something at like 1 million cap with this amount of volume, which most of that is just the bots, like exchange. There aren't real buy orders there, so you have to buy super small amounts. Okay. And sometimes you have to come back in a few days and just do like $80 in 1 hour, $80 another hour, go eat, take a poop, take a nap, come back, $80. I wouldn't do more than about $100 at a time. Because you will buy it at a worse price, guaranteed, or almost guaranteed. So let me, so yeah, you guys left me with some good, I like Pokedex the best for some reason, but the ROI on that you can't deny, and DAC, or wait, maybe I like DAC, yeah, I like Pokedex, the graph, but I like DAC, I like the project of that better, so I like all three of these. So thank you guys for potentially, giving me some freaking good microcap picks that you can really make a big difference in people's lives or your own kids' lives with only like $1,000. Yeah, it could really, but remember, you can't just market sell this stuff. You have to limit sell on the way up, and you have to sacrifice some of your money into it to create liquidity and small limit orders. If you want it to go up, you need to create your own liquidity. I'm telling you, right? Like, I had to do that for BPro, and that's why it went up. Like, honestly. Now, not counting when, CryptoRS channel, all the viewers bought it, so minus that. But up to penny, I created liquidity up there, and I also created liquidity up to 4 pennies. But you need to do that with small cap coins. You can't just buy it necessarily, and so create liquidity, but don't use much of your money to do that. In the height of the bull run, you need to be putting limit orders like, some at 100x, some at 110x, some at 150x, some at 170x. You need to tier your way out, because when the bear market starts, it's just going to go like this. And when you market sell, you'll be selling it for like 1/10 of the price, even though the candle's up here, it'll tank on you because you're going to be holding like $500,000 up or whatever, right? You have to sell on the way up. Even if it goes a lot higher, it doesn't matter, because you're going to screw yourself trying to market sell on the way down. I promise you, you will. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. So playing microcaps is a lot different, and you all future crypto crackhead millionaires. Yeah, exactly. You're all future crypto crackhead millionaires, cryptillions. Maybe you're already waking up in the morning, but see you later, crackheads.